Door slammed 13,920 times. And its bed drop tested over and over. We do all that to the V6 powered Frontier, so you never have to hold back. Nissan, ranked #1 in new vehicle quality among mainstream brands by J.D. Power. For J.D. Power 2025 U.S. Initial Quality Study award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Awards based on 2025 model year. Newer models may be shown.
From the trusted team behind 48 Hours, welcome to Case by Case, your weekly update on the biggest true crime stories unfolding right now.
Nick Reiner remains in custody without bail.
Luigi Mangione accused of stalking and gunning down United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson.
From high-profile trials and stunning evidence to major breaks in cold cases, we'll follow it all case by case. Follow and listen to 48 Hours Case by Case wherever you get your podcasts.
This is Michael Toe, owner of the Boston Dragons, Boston's senior pro pickleball team. Pickleball is exploding across the country, and here in New England, we're right in the middle of it. But let's be real. As we get older, your body doesn't always keep up. The knee, the shoulder, that hip pain that just won't go away. That's where Dr. Al Franke and Boston Prolotherapy come in. They focus on regenerative medicine, treatments designed to help your body actually heal, not just cover up the pain. No surgery, no shortcuts, just a smarter way to get back to moving the way you want. The Boston Dragons partner with him because he understands something important. People like us aren't looking to slow down. We want to stay in the game. If you've been dealing with nagging pain, don't ignore it. Call 833-GO-PROLO or visit bostonprolotherapy.com. That's bostonprolotherapy.com. Boston Prolotherapy. Get back to your game.
Reed's Ferry Sheds. Free delivery throughout New England. A higher quality shed backed by a 30-year warranty.
If there's ever any issues with the shed, all in the next 30 years, the customer can just call the shop and we're there. Absolutely.
60 years building sheds, and one thing hasn't changed.
The excitement on the customer's face, I think, is probably the best part.
Visit reedsferry.com and get excited about your brand new shed.
Call 888-85-SHEDS.
Need a shed?
If it says Reed's Ferry, you got a good one.
Reed's Ferry Sheds. When you visit Reed's Ferry, you'll see a bigger selection of high-quality sheds in every size, style, and color. We'll help you choose the perfect shed for your property, custom built just the way you want it, and delivered to your backyard.
The moment we walked into Reed's Ferry, we thought the showroom was excellent. Everything was great, and the customer support was fantastic.
See yours online at reedsferry.com. Then make the call.
Call 888-85-SHEDS.
Need a shed?
If it says Reed's Ferry, you've got a good one.
That's right.
Life can feel overwhelming, but on my podcast, From the Heart with Rachel Braithn, we're in it together. Every Friday brings you a new story. Listen to From the Heart with Rachel Braithn wherever you get your podcasts.
Legendary doesn't happen by chance. It happens because it's what BetMGM does. Sign up for BetMGM using bonus code KOSTOS, KOSTOS, and you could receive up to $1,500 back in bonus bets if you don't win your first bet. Get into hockey, basketball, and more of your favorite sports with same-game parlays, live betting, and more. Earn BetMGM rewards points on every bet, take advantage of offers found nowhere else, and keep an eye out for rewards dropping in your account throughout the year. Sign up with bonus code KOSTOS, and you could receive up to $1,500 back in bonus bets if you don't win your first bet. BetMGM. Make it legendary. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly. Hope is here. Call 1-800-327-5050 or visit gamblinghelplinema.org. Must be 21 years of age or older. Massachusetts only. Subject to eligibility requirements. Rewards are non-withdrawable bonus bets that expire in 7 days. In partnership with MGM Springfield. Play with balance. Play for fun. Play well.
From the Catches Law Injury Attorney Studios. Every game, all season, the Sox play here. 93.7 WEEI-FM and HD1, Lawrence, Boston, and Odyssey Sports Station. Time now for the Christian Arcan Show.
Yo, it's all Arcan.
On WEEI.
Good evening. Welcome in. It's the Christian Arcan Show here at WEEI. We are live in our Ford Clubhouse studios at Fenway Park. We are Boston Sports Original. And tonight we are here with you for...
Not that long. 10, 20 minutes. Close to 3 hours, I guess.
Not really. More like 3 minutes. If that. I'll tell you what, it is a beautiful night for baseball here as I am looking out on Yawkey Way. Not as many Rays fans as I was expecting. And I'm surprised to see that because the Tampa Bay Rays are playing their ass off right now, and the Red Sox are hoping to even up this series here as they dropped the first one last night. But what I want to talk about briefly is not the Red Sox, as we will get to that in the Mass Mutual pregame show, which begins here in just a few minutes. What I wanted to talk about briefly was the continued Celtics situation. We talked with John Corrales about it on the show with Ted and Rich. With Ted and Rich. How about with Ken and Rich? I was filling in for Ted. And there was, I think, a bit of an inevitability to what's going on here. And at the very end of the show, we had that Evan Turner thing. And I'm just sort of, if they were, let me put it this way. If they weren't trying to pave the way for some kind of breakup here, if they weren't doing that, they're sending out all the wrong signals. All right? They're sending out all the wrong signals, the Celtics are. And I would really hate to see it come to this. I would hate that it would be torn down by the fact that without a good enough supporting cast, Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum aren't good enough to win a championship on their own with a supporting cast of role players and them two as the main guys. I would hate to think that the best those two guys can do is first round exit, second round exit, etc. when Drew Holiday and Kristaps Porzingis aren't around. That would be a tough pill to swallow. But what would be even tougher than that is giving up on those two. Giving up on them and giving up on the idea that you could surround them with that kind of team again. Because I think that's what we're coming to here. I think that's the point that we're at. That's the precipice that we're on. And that's, first of all, it sucks. If you're a fan of the Celtics, you're a fan of these two guys, which I am, by the way. I know I rip them and all, but I'm a big fan of Jason Tatum. I'm a big fan of Jaylen Brown. I think both of them have handled the end of this season ridiculously, along with the head coach. But that doesn't mean I'm not a fan of them as players or even necessarily as people. Although with Jaylen Brown, my God, it is wearing thin with him right now. It really is. Tatum has been a little less offensive just because he's, not said as much. But Jaylen Brown, this crash out that he's on, and don't make no mistake, this is a full-on crash out by Jaylen Brown. And it has been cringeworthy at best and toxic at worst. And that's sort of where I'm at with him. And I think that when you create a toxic environment by losing, and losing in embarrassing fashion, and then refusing to take any real accountability for it, refusing to sort of look in the mirror and understand that, yeah, we came up short, I came up short, we need to be better, all those things, which is really all you need to say. And instead, that gets completely overshadowed by guys flopping and they don't play the right way and and this is my favorite year, even though we got beat in the first round and blew a 3-1 lead for the first time ever as an organization. All of that stuff has really, I think, not done and not had the deflection power that they were all hoping for. I think it's made it worse. Because even if you believe Jaylen Brown and you believe that it's his favorite year because of the development of some of these younger players, it still puts him miles away from the average fan. And I think once you start losing your connection with the fans, look at Giannis in Milwaukee. By the All-Star break, he's in there booing his own fan, And I'm not saying that that's what it's come to with Jaylen Brown and the fans right now. But for him to triple and quadruple down on this year, this humiliating failure of a year to be his favorite year? Because what? Because Jordan Walsh got better? I think that you're going to just be too far apart. You're going to be too far apart. Coming out and saying, I love Boston and I want to stay here for 10 years is kind of lip service compared to what you quadrupled down on, which is very far away from the thought of the average fan. One guy's opinion. And there you go. All right, that's all for me. Stick around, Mass Mutual pregame show. Coming up next, talking Red Sox. We'll hear from Payton Tolley.
That's it. The Greg Hill Show.
My husband has celiac disease.
Oh, he does. Oh,
he can't eat gluten.
What does that mean?
It's the tragedy of his life.
Can gluten kill him? Is that a new thing?
It just makes him really sick.
You're so insensitive.
No, but
this isn't like a made-up diagnosis.
No.
This is like he had the...
I feel like gluten's like the tequila drinker.
No.
What?
We figured you out.
Wait,
gluten.
Did you miss something? Listen to the podcast on the Odyssey app or at WEEI.com. The Greg Hill Show, morning 6 to 10 on New England Sports Original. WEEI.
Every Nissan Frontier is battle-tested. Its frame is twisted. Its door slammed 13,920 times. And its bed drop-tested over and over. We do all that to the V6-powered Frontier, so you never have to hold back. Nissan, ranked #1 in new vehicle quality among mainstream brands by J.D. Power. For J.D. Power 2025 U.S. Initial Quality Study award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Awards based on 2025 model year. Newer models may be shown.
Hi, I'm PJ Vogt, and I want to tell you about my podcast, Search Engine. We try to make sense of the world, one question at a time. No question too big, no question too small. We will even answer your questions if you send them in. Stuff like, what happens when a cemetery goes out of business? What should we do about teens using AI to do their homework? Who buys luggage at the airport luggage store? Follow and listen to Search Engine in partnership with Odyssey, wherever you get your podcasts.
Create a space you can't wait to be in. It all starts at Webb Home. With personal service and expert guidance at our local showrooms, we can help you find the bath, kitchen, and lighting solutions you need to enhance your space. With more selection and more expertise. Personal service to help you find your personal style. Visit frankwebb.com to schedule a free consultation in one of our 48 showrooms across the Northeast. Make yourself at home at Webb Home.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-9834. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer.
Mass Mutual. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow. Now, here's Christian Arcan.
Good evening, Red Sox fans, and welcome into the Mass Mutual pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow, live from Fenway Park. I'm Christian Arcan, and the Red Sox not having a lot of success here at Fenway this year. In fact, at 6 wins and 11 losses, Red Sox currently have the worst home record in the American League and the third worst home record in all of baseball behind the Nationals and the New York Mets. Everyone was hoping this homestand would go different coming off the team's first sweep of the season, but the red-hot Tampa Bay Rays had some other plans for them, at least last night. Starter Jake Bennett ran into trouble in the second as the Rays went to work manufacturing runs like they do, plating 3 on a combination of RBI singles, bunt singles, and a sac fly. The Red Sox would get 3 back in the bottom of the inning with an infield single for Ceddanne Rafaela, a throwing error by Rays shortstop Taylor Walls plated a run, and Caleb Durbin had an RBI single to make it 3-3 after 2. Bennett would settle in after that, cruising through the next 4 innings, but then in the 6th, after letting up an infield single to Junior Caminero and striking out Jonathan Aranda, Chad Tracy went to the pen and brought on Greg Weissert, who has really struggled this year, and that unfortunately continued last night. A single to Johnny DeLuca and a walk to Ben Williamson loaded up the bases for pinch hitter Chandler Simpson.
1-0 is a ground ball up the middle into center field, a base hit. 2 runs are going to score. Ceddanne's throw is way wide into the backstop. And Chandler Simpson, a 2-run hit. Weissert's travails continue, and it's 5-3 Tampa.
That single from Simpson is your play of last night's game, brought to you by Nissan. At Nissan, they make cars that thrill. Experience the thrill for yourself today. Shop nissanusa.com. And Simpson wasn't done there. He had an RBI triple in the 8th inning, making it 6-4. And then Junior Caminero put the cherry on the sundae, a 449-foot moonshot to center in the 9th off of Ryan Watson. It was a moonshot and also a line drive somehow. Almost landed in our studio back here in center field. And that was off Ryan Watson. That made it 8-4, and there's your final score. Red Sox dropped the opener. They are now 6-7 in series openers this year, and they fell to 3-21 in games where the starter does not go at least 6 innings. Tonight marks the 125th anniversary of the first ever Red Sox home game on this date in 1901. All living alumni with retired numbers are going to deliver a ceremonial first pitch, meaning Wade Boggs, Carlton Fisk, Pedro, Big Papi, Jim Rice, and Yaz himself, Carl Yastrzemski, participating in the festivities. By the way, Cy Young earned a complete game victory in the franchise's first home game. Took place at Huntington Avenue grounds, which was built on a former circus lot ahead of the American League's inaugural season in 1901. Tonight, the Red Sox going to lean on another young lefty, and that brings us to tonight's pitching matchup, brought to you by Town Fair Tire. For the best prices on tires, nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody. For the Red Sox, Connolly early getting the start. He has the 2-2 record and 3.79 ERA. He's coming off of his worst start of the year, 5 earned runs in 4 innings pitched against Houston on Saturday. Before that, he was 2-1 with a 3.08 ERA in the month of April. He did face Tampa last year on September 21st, went 4 innings, allowed 3 runs, 2 of them earned with 2 walks and 4 strikeouts. Red Sox lost 7-3. One of their few losses to Tampa last year. That's a team they had a lot of success against. For the Rays, Jesse Schultens, the righty, will be getting out there on the mound. He with the 3-1 record and the 3.18 ERA. Schultens basically a minor league lifer. He was drafted in 2016 by the Padres, called up to the majors for the first time 7 years later in 2023. He went 1-9 with a 5.29 ERA for the White Sox that year, then missed all of 2024 with Tommy John, and then got claimed off waivers by the Rays last season. He's only made 1 start this year, but has pitched a lot of bulk relief, usually coming on in the 2nd or 3rd inning. He made 1 other start back on April 20th against Cincinnati, and it was his worst appearance of the year. 5 runs in 5 2/3 innings, 8 hits. He did strike out 6 batters. Tonight's first pitch is scheduled for 7:10. First pitch brought to you by Jeffrey Glassman Injury Lawyers, Boston's go-to injury attorney for over 30 years. If you've been hurt in a car or work accident, you got to get Glassman. Call all 7s at 617-777-7777. It's time now for the Baseball Isn't Boring, before we get to that Baseball Isn't Boring 2-minute grill with Rob Bradford, I want everyone to know that you can watch Red Sox pregame on Twitch. Just follow WEEI. It's brought to you by Subaru of New England. Hi, Twitch. Let love bloom in a 2026 Subaru. Find yours at SubaruofNewEngland.com. Okay, now it's time for the Baseball Isn't Boring 2-minute grill with Rob Bradford, presented by McFarland Energy, the region's most dependable provider of home heating oil, including BioHeat, as well as expert HVAC services at McFarlandEnergy.com. Payton Tolley is going to pitch tomorrow on 4 days rest. He was asked about who would play him in a movie, the biggest difference from the Tigers start to the Blue Jays start, and how he's landing with his secondary pitches. Here is Payton Tolley with Rob Bradford.
There's nobody I'd rather be talking to on the planet more than Payton Tolley. So we were talking about, I'm like, besides just pitching well, congratulations. Before we get to that, who would play you in a movie? Because we put it out there, and there's a lot of different opinions, but we have to start with whatever you feel.
I'm thinking maybe another guy that's done baseball movies before, and one of my favorite actors of Chris Pratt.
Oh, that was mentioned, yeah.
Was it? Yeah. So,
like a Jack Chris Pratt, though.
I mean, we can do the OG Chris Pratt too. That's okay.
All right, whatever.
He's a good-looking guy.
All right. Heads up, Chris Pratt. We'll let it be said. Let it be done. All right. So we had talked after the Toronto game, and then you have the Detroit game. Now that you've had a couple days, for you, what was the biggest difference besides rain?
Yeah, I mean, I think it was like I just felt better. I think not only with the extra day, but just like trying to be better about the recovery. Like make sure we're getting to bed. Like staying in bed, not trying to like be cool and wake up too early. Like just taking care of myself better was like the overall theme of the week. I thought we pounded zone, and whenever like got tired or like got into trouble, like we were able to rely on the secondaries, and they it kind of just felt like I pitched more.
There's 2 things. Number one, I had heard that thing about the rest and recovery before. It's not like you were out clubbing. I mean, it was just like I have to make sure I get my 8 hours or my 12 hours or whatever it is.
Yeah, no, it's I'm not a clubber or anything like that, but just like making sure we're not staying up till 2 o'clock scrolling or something like that. Just trying to limit that. Trying to just get back, get in bed, try not to eat a full meal at 10 o'clock at night. It's the little thing kind of add up every now and then. So just trying to make sure we feel good.
That's all good advice for not only you, but me and everybody else. And the last thing is sort of, you talk about your secondary pitches. Like we've talked a lot about that, about just landing those. But it almost feels now you're at the point where it's not like I hope, it's like I'm going to do.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, they're there. I mean, we had success with the curveball and the changeup last week. Like they're there. They're weapons we can use. I got to continue to work on them, continue to dial them in because they're there right now, but they're still not as good as they can be. But yeah, it's definitely helped out of like not feeling like the brute force action is like what I've been calling it. So it's actually pitching.
All right, excellent job with everything. Thank you.
That's Payton Tolley, who was excellent against Detroit on Monday and who will be pitching tomorrow on just 4 days rest. Coming up in about 15 minutes, Will Fleming sits down with manager Chad Tracy. It's brought to you by your New England Ford dealers. Ford, the official vehicle of that dirty water and the official vehicle of Major League Baseball. But before Fleming can talk to Tracy, he's got to talk to me. That's coming up next as we go live to the booth to talk with Will Fleming. This is the Mass Mutual pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow.
Every Nissan Frontier is battle-tested. Its frame is twisted. Its door slammed 13,920 times. And its bed drop-tested over and over. We do all that to the V6-powered Frontier, so you never have to hold back. Nissan, ranked #1 in new vehicle quality among mainstream brands by J.D. Power. For J.D. Power 2025 U.S. Initial Quality Study award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Awards based on 2025 model year. Newer models may be shown.
Hey, this is Richard Deitch, the host of the Sports Media Podcast. If you're interested in what's happening with all the places where you consume sports, the Sports Media Podcast has you covered.
I've been turning down interviews all week. Hoda Kotb reached out, Oprah, George Stephanopoulos. So I said no. I was booked on the Deitch podcast before the Taylor Swift phenomenon. I must live up to my responsibility.
Listen wherever you get your podcasts.
Hey, it's Joe. For all the moms in your life, Shaw's and Star Market have you covered. Beautiful Mother's Day flowers, check. Chocolate dipped strawberries or candy, check. Balloons, greeting cards, gift options are endless. How about a mixed flower vase in a gift bag? Hand-tied floral bouquet, roses, an orchid, and don't forget, cake or a cupcake. One-stop shop for Mother's Day. Stop by Shaw's and Star Market this weekend, the official supermarket of the Red Sox Radio Network.
You're listening to the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Welcome back. It's the Mass Mutual pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow. Christian Arcan here with you live in our Fenway studios as the Red Sox and the Tampa Bay Rays get set to play game 2 of 4 in this series. The Rays white hot right now. They've won 13 of their last 14 games. And for more on that, let's head up to the Joe Castiglione radio booth. We heard from Joe last night and talk with our good friend Will Fleming. Mr. Fleming, how are we doing tonight, buddy?
Great, Christian. I feel like it's been a long time, man. What's up?
I know it has. It's been too long, in my personal opinion. But it's always good to talk with you. Good to have you on here for pregame. And let's go ahead and jump right in with this very, very good Tampa Bay Rays team. Who, as you watch them, and I heard you and Brooksy sort of talking about this. There's a lot of teams out there, Will, that have sort of a mission statement of how they want to play and what they want to do and how they want to execute it. Few of them really are about it like Tampa is. What makes them so effective?
Well, I mean, I think it starts at the very top. I think Kevin Cash is one of the great managers in the game. Eric Neander has built a roster that, you know, is pretty marvelous when you consider the financial constraints that they have. And it is the buy-in that they have from top to bottom is just remarkable. So I think, Christian, watching it, you know, the more that I sit back and watch this modern game of baseball where everybody's trying to hit the ball out of the park, pull side power, all this stuff, it strikes me that, you know, these kids and young men who come up through the minor leagues and pitchers especially and defenders, they're just not exposed to this stuff very often. And so then you're in a major league ballpark in a major league game, and here we go. It's first and second, and here comes a bunt, here comes a hit and run, here comes another bunt. And guys in the modern era are just not that equipped for that. And then you bolt on the idea that people like Yandy Diaz and Junior Caminero are just absolute studs. They got some magic working in Tampa, and it's amazing how they do this every single year. They just find a way to build a roster that works and does it in a different way. I was so impressed watching them in person last night. Just when you can lay your eyes on a team and see the pressure they put on a defense every night, it is something to behold.
Now, you mentioned pull-side power, and of course, at Fenway Park, you think you're the Red Sox, you want to build a team that does just that, a team that can hit the wall and, really sort of exploit the different dimensions. Instead, this Red Sox team at home is dreadful. I mean, really, there's no other way to put it. Worst team in the American League at home so far. What has that been about? I mean, I just talked with Bradfo. He said they got to hit more home runs. Is it as simple as that, or is there something deeper here?
They just haven't hit. I mean, part of it is, I do think, Christian, that it is worth giving a little leeway. You and I have both talked a lot about, there are legitimate questions to be asked about the roster construction, too many left-handed hitting outfielders and what's going on here without Bregman, without right-handed pull power. Early in the season, you have to remember that the weather stinks here, and other teams have not hit either at this ballpark. So, I think you give it a little time to see whether guys like Contreras really start getting going here at home. And it occurred to me last night when Wilyer Abreu stood up to the plate, and he's been marvelous. He really has. I think his career can take on like a different all-star level if he becomes very good friends with that green monster in left field. I mean, it's such an asset to left-handed hitters here. So I think it should turn, but there's no question they've not played well enough here at home. And the offense just really has got to kick it into gear at their home ballpark.
Yeah, no question about it. At the end of the game, you and Brooksy, I thought, had a very good conversation, good strong take about this team in the middle relief. And Greg Weissert, we saw that on display, obviously. We've seen it with Kelly. We've seen it with Watson. We've seen it with a lot of these guys here who get tasked with trying to bridge from the starter to Whitlock into Chapman. It seems like whatever string they pull, other than Samaniego, is not really working here. What's the move? I mean, is there anything you can even really do at this point?
Well, they need Slayton to get back as soon as he possibly can. And then I do think there's some people like Tyrone Guerrero, who we saw down in spring training, he's pitching well down at AAA. The bullpen is the most fickle thing of any baseball team in any baseball season. And right now, you just cannot avoid it that Weissert and Kelly in particular, on the nights that they need to get to Whitlock and Chapman, they just have not pitched well enough. And I thought, Greg was awesome last night in the clubhouse. He was just blunt and honest, and, the fan base in Boston really appreciates that. But they need to do a better job of that, because here's the thing, Christian. This team, intentionally by Craig Breslow, was built to win on the margins. They were built to play defense, which they've done. They were built to put the ball in play, and lately they've done a little bit better job of that. They were built to run, and they've done that more with Chad Tracy as their manager. But the other part of that is, in these tight games where there's such a thin line between winning and losing, those bridge guys have got to be good, period. End of story. And, again, as I said last night, I don't dig into like the win probability added dorkdom world, but there's no way that those two guys have not hurt their team more than just about any relievers in the game, and that has to get fixed.
Yeah, no question about it. Now, despite all this, I know I'm being negative here so far in this interview, but despite all this,
Shocker.
It's true. It is true. The Red Sox have won games now in the Chad Tracy era. They are starting to play better, obviously. What differences, and I know you talked with Chad before all these games, what differences are you seeing both in his style and the way the team's reacting to it?
They run a lot more, which I love. He has talked openly about, like, this is who we are. We got to put pressure on people. And when we get to first base, we're going. And I've really enjoyed that. It's so early right now, Christian, to know, like, let me just say straight up, I loved all the people who left here, and I also love interacting with Chad Tracy. He is just a delight to be around. He's a baseball lifer. You can see all the influence that his father, who was one of the great baseball men, has put into him. He is, between the interview and the off-the-record stuff today, I talked to him for an hour. And he says a lot of things that I believe in baseball. And, who knows what's going to happen in the future here. I, for one, would like to, at least for this year, sort of remove that interim tag from him and just kind of let him settle in. I think the players are really reacting to him. One thing he said to me today, Christian, which I thought was really interesting, is that after like the first now nearly 2 weeks, couple road trips, come back to Fenway, things feel more normal to him, and he's actually able to just talk to guys in kind of a balanced way. Because you can imagine, I think the one thing that people don't realize that goes on nowadays in big league baseball, when you got 77 analytics guys and 12 reports being produced for every hitter and every pitcher, there are 15 meetings before every game. Like, if you come into a new place with a lot of established players who are used to one routine, so much of what Chad was trying to just get ramped up on was, what are we doing here? Like, what is the process that makes our players feel comfortable? How do they get in the best position to succeed every night? So now I think that stuff is more routine to him, and he can just do what he does so well, which is just sit down and, as a human being, talk to these players. And I do think that he has got a great ability in that way. He is, Alex Cora was special in that way too. They're just very different people, but both are very, very high, I think, on like the emotional intelligence scale, where you just know that this is a game played by and driven by people, and that the most important thing is to understand what everybody's needs are and what's stressing guys out on a certain day. I think that Chad is great at that, and like I said, I think it'd make a lot of sense to take the interim tag off this year, whether Chad Tracy's the manager here for the next 5 years or not. He's going to be a long-term big league manager. He has got all the tools that you want.
I agree, and I think they should do the same thing. I think they should take the interim tag off as well. I had a caller last night, Will, on Red Sox Review, ask me, do you think that's what's going to happen? And I was ready to be like, yeah, I think so. He's got a connection with these young players. But then I thought about it, and I was like, Breslow does like things his way. He does have sort of an idea of how he wants things to go, and I couldn't really answer the question. So I guess I'll pose it to you then. If you had to make book on it, do you think that Tracy will have the interim tag lifted?
Coin flip to me. I thought it was really noteworthy that in that press conference in Baltimore, that when Craig was asked about it, are you open to hiring another sort of established manager? Would you consider that? And he said, we're open to anything. So, look, I think Craig is open to all kinds of different ideas. I think Chad has checked all the boxes early. And we are going to go this like a day at a time, a game at a time, a week at a time, as you should. But I don't have the answer. I don't really have any inside information on it at all. I've just told you what I think should happen, but I would not rule anything out. You have to remember, Christian, it's all in time for Craig Breslow, period. And so he's thinking about what the best way to run his baseball operation, and that could go in a lot of different ways. But as I just said, I'm really interested in everything that Chad Tracy has brought to the table.
Will Fleming, great stuff. We look forward to the call of the game. Thanks so much.
Thanks, Christian.
Okay, Will Fleming, who in a few minutes here, you're going to hear sit down with the manager, Alex Cora. That's presented by your New England Ford dealers. And that's next here on the Mass Mutual pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow.
I'm Sally Helm with the podcast History This Week. In each episode, we serve as your eyes and ears into history's biggest events. Major elections, world wars, scientific breakthroughs. But we also bring you into the smaller, behind-the-scenes stories, the unsung heroes, secret meetings, even personal grudges that changed the course of history. Listen to and follow History This Week, an Odyssey podcast in partnership with the History Channel. Available now for free on the Odyssey app and wherever you get your podcasts.
Every Nissan Frontier is battle-tested. Its frame is twisted. Its door slammed 13,920 times. And its bed drop-tested over and over. We do all that to the V6-powered Frontier, so you never have to hold back. Nissan, ranked #1 in new vehicle quality among mainstream brands by J.D. Power. For JD Power 2025 U.S. Initial Quality Study award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Awards based on 2025 model year. Newer models may be shown.
Are you ready to escape the ordinary and dive into something extraordinary? Welcome to the United States Virgin Islands, where every moment is naturally in rhythm. Whether you're exploring the historic sites in St. Thomas, snorkeling in the crystal clear waters of St. John, or lounging on the pristine beaches of St. Croix, you'll find yourself swept away by the rhythm of our islands. So why wait? Start planning your escape today and visit usvi.com. The United States Virgin Islands, naturally in rhythm.
My son loves to fly kites, but my active psoriatic arthritis can sometimes hold me back. Now with Skyrizzy to treat my skin and joints, I'm ready to go. Skyrizzy, risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection for adults, helps with less joint pain, stiffness, swelling, and fatigue. For those who also have plaque psoriasis, 90% clearer skin is possible with just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizzy. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check for infection and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms such as fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
With Skyrizzy, there's nothing like clearer skin and better movement, and that means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizzy today and visit Skyrizzy.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZZY to learn more.
Hi, I'm PJ Vogt, and I want to tell you about my podcast, Search Engine. We try to make sense of the world, one question at a time. No question too big, no question too small. We will even answer your questions if you send them in. Stuff like, what happens when a cemetery goes out of business? What should we do about teens using AI to do their homework? Who buys luggage at the airport luggage store? Follow and listen to Search Engine in partnership with Odyssey, wherever you get your podcasts.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-9834. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-9834. That's 800-575-9834. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Hi. Sorry, did I startle you? When you're used to hearing a certain type of commercial, something like this can, well, take you by surprise. That's kind of how it is with the Lexus RX, a vehicle that has continued to defy expectations for over 25 years. From the first luxury vehicle of its kind, to the first hybrid luxury vehicle, to the only plug-in hybrid worthy of the RX name. We understand you want more than the everyday SUV. And isn't being understood an amazing feeling? Click the banner to discover more. Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
Gone South has been a podcast about crime in the American South. But for our new season, we're widening the lens. Follow and listen to Gone South Season 5, available now on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your shows.
Town Fair Tires, New England's largest volume discount tire dealer with over 125 locations. So we sell name brand tires for the guaranteed lowest price, like Michelin tires, with all-season capabilities and maximum performance. Plus, Town Fair will give you more free services for life on your Michelin tires, for longer tread life and reliable traction in both wet and dry conditions. For the guaranteed lowest price on Michelin tires, nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody.
Name brands at discount prices. Town Fair Tire.
Take Boston sports with you wherever you go. Download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Welcome back. It's the Mass Mutual pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow. And before every game, we interview Red Sox manager Chad Tracy. Chad Tracy on WEEI is brought to you by your New England Ford dealers and employee pricing for all. You pay what we pay. Ford, the official vehicle of Major League Baseball and the official vehicle of that dirty water. Here with the manager Chad Tracy is the voice of the Red Sox, Will Fleming.
Game 2 with the Rays with the manager, Chad Tracy. Chad, we've seen this now for decades. But this version of Rays baseball, when you see it in person, the way that they put pressure on you in all these different ways, they're bunting, they're running, they do have power. What was your first impression of being in the other side, on the other dugout against these Tampa Bay Rays?
That's a good way of putting it, because you can do all your prep work before the series and kind of prepare and have an idea of what they want to do. But when you actually watch it in person and you see how fast it's moving because of the things that they're trying to do, you got to be prepared for that. So there's the big boys obviously in the middle of the lineup, but then there's a lot of the pieces around it that are very ball and play, grindy at bats. They don't strike out much. They'll hit behind a runner and go first to third. Then they'll look to bunt. So they make you have to be aware of a lot of things. And then like you said, and then one of the other ones come up. Now we got to worry about the power. So there's things they do very well that stand out definitely when you see it in person.
You've talked about how you don't have a set managerial style, and it seems to me like your personnel could be this kind of a team. You could be in time one that does exactly the things that the Rays do to drive somebody crazy.
We can do those things. I do think we're showing that a bit, with how much more we're running. And I think that's the managerial style thing is what's our team like? Well, we have speed, so we've been encouraging of them when we get opportunities to get on there and the lanes are there, let's get moving, and we've done that, and then the key is when you do that you hit behind something and you capitalize and you keep the merry-go-round running. And we also have people that can bunt and do some of those things. So for us, it's mainly been about the first thing was let's get some people on base. And because we have such good athletes and they run so well, once we get them on there, let's create some havoc as well. So we had a good glimpse of that in our the second half of our inning. They put 3, we come back, they gave us a couple of mistakes, and we're running bases. We're going first to third. We executed. Durbin hits behind a guy, and we go. So we have the ability to do that.
I thought Chad Epperson had a great night last night, and I think we've all known him for so long. His instincts as a third base coach seem to be spot on. I thought great base running and great base coaching last night.
He's been awesome. So, in the 10 whatever games it's been, has been awesome. And I think not for nothing, Epi, with his experience in our system with other ballparks that look like Fenway and play like it, and also JetBlue with him being down there, and he's managed game. So he's got a pretty good awareness of how this ballpark plays and has seen similar ball types, whether it's a JetBlue or wherever, that's a go or a no-go. Just knowing how it's going to play, he's very in tune with this ballpark.
So much of what you're here to do, Chad, is to help these young guys and develop and fight through and get into big moments. I thought Jake Bennett, it did not start well for him, obviously. Yeah. He dug deep, I thought. You must have been proud of the way that he sort of responded after the beginning of that start.
I thought he was great, yeah. I think, and even the second inning, when you look back at it, it was nothing crazy. It was Rays baseball. It wasn't, a 3-run home, 2 walks and a 3-run homer. It was some of those, those role players that do the things they do so well. They put it in play. They hit behind. They went first, and then they bunted a couple times. One which they executed, the other one they didn't. But they were trying to play runs in there, and then he gets out of there, and then gives us 9 or 10 straight outs after that, settles in, a lot of ground ball, early count outs, and you look up and he's getting outs for you in the 6th inning, and the game's still tied when he leaves. It's exactly what you want. So I thought he did a very nice job of adjusting and managing the at-bats better after that 2nd inning.
The Rays are so fascinating because they do all those things, and they got Caminero, who is just an absolute dude. The ball he hit last night, ridiculous. This guy Chandler Simpson, though, he's a unicorn in the game, and you almost have to stand 45 feet from home plate when he's there, and that creates all these angles for him. How do you guys game plan against that kind of game-changing speed?
Well, I think you saw the at-bat he had after the walk, and they loaded him, and it's okay, double play. well, that's not going to happen.
Yeah.
So we had to like shorten up. Like we're in a really tight spot there, and if you're gonna double him up, you're gonna have to get to the ball faster. So it's like we had to come closer. That's what he does to the game. I think probably why they unloaded him there is like if this guy puts one in play, he's going to be really hard to double up, and they're going to get a run, right? So, when he's coming to the plate with runners on, you have to be aware of if you want to, you got to shorten up. If there's nobody on, he can bunt, he can do that, and if he hits the ball towards the outfield, he's probably going to try for a double. He's fast. He's one of the fastest guys in the league, and that can change the way you have to play defense when he's hitting in those spots.
I've talked to Jose David Flores about how comfortable your relationship is in the dugout, all these strategic situational spots. Can you tell us about how easy it's been to kind of integrate into the big leagues with one of your best buddies in the game?
Yeah, not just him, Bales too. Bales is really, really intelligent and prepared. So between, Bales and a lot of others, that are sitting in there, all of us together kind of going through and mapping out like what we see, what we think could happen. We're very prepared before we go in there, but like you said, the in-game flow, the conversations between Bales and us, and definitely flow, we're trying to stay innings ahead or batters ahead if we see something happening, like, hey, if there's a first to third here, like, what do we think we're going to do? And between myself having focused on this, if I'm talking to Bales, Flo's thinking about it. So we're covering each other's blind side really well, and the communication between the three of us in game is outstanding. So it's comforting having those guys there.
A lot of the middle relievers have struggled for you this year, and Greg was pretty blunt about how he's been pitching here lately. Yeah. How do you personally, Chad? How do you manage and address that with guys? It's hard year to year. There's so much fluctuation. Yeah. He's in the middle of a hurricane right now. How do you handle that?
Yeah, I think, first of all, a lot of times they handle it themselves. Greg was that comment. He's accountable. He's accountable to. He knows who he is. He knows what he is when he's right. I've seen him when he's right. I've managed against him when he was with the Yankees, and I've seen this guy, and we've seen it here in a Red Sox uniform when he's right, what that can look like and how valuable he is. Guys go through things sometimes. It's just how it goes. And obviously we've been missing Slate, and it's shortened the pen some. A lot of times if you get a guy healthy and it lengthens the pen a little bit, sometimes that helps. So I know what Greg's done, where he's been, what he's capable of, but his comment was very accountable to himself, and I was like, I think he's aware, and he's working really, really hard to get himself right, and that's all you want.
That kind of stuff plays very, very well in this market. Tell us about Granger. You're not going to use him in this series. What's going on there, and what's the thought process, and what's next for him?
Granger's still making all the right steps, positive strides. It just felt like as we get to this, like, do we shove him out there that quickly, or is it if we know because of the things that have happened with the rotation, we have other guys lined up, if we just back him up a little bit and give him the extra few days or wherever it may be and pitch him in Philly, that we give ourselves the maximal opportunity to make sure that he's right where he wants to be mentally before that starts. So we're just going to target the Philadelphia series and go from there.
Part of being a big league manager, Chad, is there are these teams and these dudes that you just pray that the game is not on the line with traffic and they're up. And Junior Caminero is one of those guys. It's Judge, it's Ohtani. I think Yordan is one of those guys. But I think Caminero is becoming one of those people. Yeah. Is that your mindset going into a game like this? Try, if you can, let's not make a mistake to that kind of a hitter?
Yeah, you can, most lineups, these guys, and don't forget Aranda. Aranda can really hit as well. So when you look at the three of those guys kind of lurking between 1, 3, 4, 5, we're right in there. Those are guys that, those are damaged guys that if they show up with people on base, we're going to have to make a pitch. But a lot of lineups have a guy that you can, some of the really good teams have a couple where you can kind of circle and go, I'd prefer not to see that with bases loaded and one out, Yeah. And that's part of a game, right? It's part of knowing that and managing, I have to make sure that I take care of this out, and this out, so I can get that guy to the plate in a less impactful, high leverage moment. But yeah, those are good players. They're really good players.
Kevin Cash is just an all-time great dude. He's an awesome manager. He's a legend here in Boston. He's a world champion here. I like talking to you about your conversations, for the first time in this capacity with those other managers. How's Cashy been?
I have not talked to Cashy yet. I actually have to find him. Because he and I were teammates for 1 year. Really? At the end of his career, he was wrapping up in 2011, played one more year in AAA in Round Rock. We were together for most of the year and became pretty close, but I have not seen him yet, and I'm sure he's not very happy. I don't know if he's probably not too happy with me that I didn't seek him out, but I do have to find him because he is a wonderful dude and was an all-time favorite teammate of mine when we were playing together.
No doubt. Last thing, Connolly, look, he just, whatever you throw at him, he seems to just be up for the moment.
Yeah.
You've been around him a bunch. Yeah. What stands out most to you about Mr. Early?
Exactly that. Like, Connolly's not scared. You know, he's not, doesn't make anything too big, and he wants to be in the moment. He wants to be like, we need to win. I'm going to go get it for you. Just very composed. Obviously, his stuff is good. We've seen that between last year and this year. But he is prepared. He was focused last night watching the game, and he wants to be out there. It's my favorite thing about him.
These Friday nights at Fenway are awesome. You got the City Connect greens. You're ready, aren't you?
Where the greens are on, we're ready.
Thanks, Chad.
Yep, thanks.
There you go. That was manager Chad Tracy with our own Will Fleming here on the Mass Mutual pregame show, which you can watch on Twitch. Just follow WEEI. It's brought to you by Subaru of New England. Hi, Twitch. Let love bloom in a 2026 Subaru. Find yours at SubaruofNewEngland.com. Still to come here on the Mass Mutual pregame show, we got starting lineups. We got our grab and go with Bradfo. We got a look at the farm report. We got our lock of the game, and we will have, I guess that's it. All right, so that's all coming up next here on the Mass Mutual pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow.
Every Nissan Frontier is battle-tested. Its frame is twisted. Its door slammed 13,920 times. And its bed drop-tested over and over. We do all that to the V6-powered Frontier, so you never have to hold back. Nissan, ranked #1 in new vehicle quality among mainstream brands by J.D. Power. For J.D. Power 2025 U.S. Initial Quality Study award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Awards based on 2025 model year. Newer models may be shown.
Some days, self-care starts with Nature-Made gummy vitamins, a deep breath, and a little encouragement.
Mom, I'm really nervous.
Me too, honey, but we've got this. Repeat after me. I'm gonna have a good day.
I'm going to have a good day.
I choose joy no matter what comes my way.
I bring joy wherever I go.
Quality gummy vitamins from Nature-Made, the #1 pharmacist-recommended vitamin and supplement brand, based on a survey of pharmacists who recommend branded vitamins and supplements.
Welcome to Radio Rental. The scariest stories you've ever heard in your life. All told by real people. And off we go.
This wasn't a human being that I saw. There's something here in this house, something not of this world.
There was a woman moving through the hall. I stepped back, and I was completely alone.
Radio Rental is available now. Listen for free on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.
This is Jeffrey Glassman. For 4 generations, my family has called New England home. My grandfather taught me to always care for people and fight for what's right. At Jeffrey Glassman Injury Lawyers, that's exactly what we do. When you're hurt in a car crash, we fight big insurance companies to make sure you get the money you deserve. We care, we fight to win, and we don't get paid unless you do. Hurt? You gotta get Glassman. Call 617-777-7777.
Hi, it's Will Fleming here, and Boston weather is relentless. The ice, the snow, the summer humidity. Your home's exterior can take a beating. What if your siding was made to stand strong through it all? Hardie fiber cement siding is engineered for our climate. It resists cracking in the freezing cold and won't swell in the summer heat. You get the timeless beauty of wood with lasting protection and low maintenance. Your home deserves the #1 brand of siding in North America. Learn more at jameshardie.com. That's jameshardie.com.
Wait! Before you change the station, listen to this.
Donate your car at carsforkids.org. That's cars with a K. Pickup is quick and easy. You'll also get a vacation voucher and a tax deduction. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Red Sox review after the game on 93.7 WEEI.
Welcome back. It's the Mass Mutual pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow. I'm Christian Arcan. It is time for tonight's starting lineups, brought to you by Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury firm. So let's meet tonight's players for the Red Sox. Leading off in left field is Jarren Duran, followed by Wilson Contreras at first. Wilyer Abreu batting third and right field. Your cleanup hitter tonight is the DH Masataka Yoshida. He'll be followed by Trevor Story at short. Ceddanne Rafaela in center field, batting seventh, and patrolling second base is Marcelo Meyer, followed by Carlos Narvaez doing the catching, and your number 9 hitter is Caleb Durbin at third base behind the starter Connolly Early. For Tampa, leading off, Yandy Diaz and his giant arms DHing. Ryan Vilade will bat second and play right. Junior Caminero, who hit a bomb last night, will bat third and play third. He'll be followed by the cleanup hitter, Jonathan Aranda. Johnny DeLuca batting fifth in center field, followed by Ben Williamson at second. The electric Chandler Simpson will bat seventh and play left. Nick Fortes is your catcher, and your number 9 hitter is the shortstop, Taylor Walls, behind the starter, Jesse Schulters. It's time now for a grab and go, presented by the Bees Knees Benefits app. Here's Rob Bradford with an update.
It's time for the grab and go. A quick look at the biggest Red Sox storylines of the day. Here's Rob Bradford.
All right, we're grabbing and going once again. Game 2 of the Red Sox series against the Rays. And newcomer, new face, Mickey Gasper, back with the Major League team, back with the Red Sox. Obviously played in the Major Leagues last year with the Minnesota Twins and was with the Red Sox in spring training along with Team Italy. But he's here now after having a really, really good start to the year with AAA Worcester, 947 OPS. All right, we're not going to ask Mickey Gasper to be the be-all, end-all, but they do need a be-all, end-all because you have an offense right now that's 24th in the MLB with 4 runs a game, 28th in the MLB, 669 OPS. Now, Wilson Contreras, 846 OPS, and Wilyer Abreu, he 842 OPS. They've been doing their job, but get this, the rest of the Red Sox offense, they have a 224 batting average with 14 home runs and just a 620 OPS. They need Roman Anthony back. Roman Anthony, of course, on the injured list. And the Rays, Roman Anthony, the guy the Red Sox want Roman Anthony to be like is Junior Caminero, who is just slightly older than Roman Anthony. He went 2 for 4, of course, with a home run. Now, get this. He obviously hit 45 home runs as a 21-year-old last year. But this year, he's off to a great start. He's off with 10 home runs. 8 of them, the Red Sox have gone 8-1. I'm sorry, the Rays have gone 8-1 when he's hit a home run. That shows you how impactful he has. And he doesn't get a whole lot of pitches to hit. 12 of the 17 pitches Caminero saw on Thursday were out of the zone. Only Ozzie Albies and Corbin Carroll have seen a lower percentage of pitches in the zone. So that's a little taste of what the Red Sox hope Roman Anthony can be. That's a little taste of what the Red Sox hope their offense can be. All right, that's the grabbing and going today.
Thank you, Bradfo. Bradfo Grab and Goes are presented by the Bees Knees Benefits app. Make it part of every game day and get 50 cents off per gallon on your first fill-up or $5 off in-store. Download the Bees Knees Benefits app today and start saving. Terms apply. Let's take a look at what's happening down on the farm. Brought to you by United Ag and Turf. Together, we're unstoppable. Together, we're united. The Red Sox today recalled right-handed pitcher Jack Anderson from AAA Worcester to make room on the active roster. They optioned lefty Jake Bennett, who started last night, down to Worcester after that game against the Rays. We don't have time for a look at the Subaru scoreboard update, but if we did, we'd let you know that with so much to love, you don't want to miss the Subaru of New England A Lot to Love event. Learn more at SubaruofNewEngland.com. But I do have time for the Interlock Metal Roofing Lock of the Game. Here it is, folks. Pretty simple. Wilyer Abreu to drive in a run is plus 145. I got a good feeling about Wilyer tonight. The wind is blowing out to right field. So there you go. Lock it up. Abreu plus 145 to knock in a run. That is your lock of the game, presented by Interlock Metal Roofing. Visit NewEnglandMetalRoofing.com and never re-roof again. You've been listening to the Mass Mutual pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow. Do not move. The Red Sox are in action against the Rays next, right here on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
You've been listening to the Mass Mutual Red Sox pregame show. Mass Mutual. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow. The Red Sox are coming up next on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Every Nissan Frontier is battle-tested. Its frame is twisted. Its door slammed 13,920 times. And its bed drop-tested over and over. We do all that to the V6-powered Frontier, so you never have to hold back. Nissan, ranked #1 in new vehicle quality among mainstream brands by J.D. Power. For J.D. Power 2025 U.S. Initial Quality Study award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Awards based on 2025 model year. Newer models may be shown.
Hi, my name is Lloyd Lockridge, and I'm the host of a new podcast from Odyssey called Family Lore. In this podcast, I'm going to have people on to tell unusual and sometimes far-fetched stories about their families.
I've heard my whole life that she invented the margarita.
And then, we're going to investigate those stories and find out how much of it is true.
He gets a patent 1 month before the Wright brothers. Oh my God.
Please follow and listen to Family Lore, an Odyssey podcast, available now on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your shows.
This summer, don't squeeze in, spread out. Find homes big enough for your whole guest list on Vrbo. That's vacation rentals done right. Book your stay now.
It's game day. Are your moderate to severe Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis symptoms keeping you from the action? Skyrizzy, risankizumab Riza, could help you get back to the game. Skyrizzy is proven to help people feel significant symptom relief, achieve remission, and visibly improve damage of the intestinal lining. Skyrizzy is a prescription injection medicine for adults. Don't use if allergic to Skyrizzy. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines. Liver problems leading to hospitalization may occur when treated for Crohn's or ulcerative colitis.
Control is everything to me.
Ask your doctor about Skyrizzy, the #1 prescribed biologic in Crohn's and ulcerative colitis combined. Learn more at skyrizzy.com or 1-866-SKYRIZZY.
I'm Jenna Fisher. And I'm Angela Kinsey. And we have the podcast Office Ladies. Every Wednesday, we'll be sharing even more exclusive stories and lots of laughs. Follow and listen to Office Ladies on the free Odyssey app and wherever you get your podcasts.
This is the story of the one. As a procurement manager for a hospital system, she keeps every facility in her network stocked and ready. That's why she counts on Granger to be her single source for thousands of products, from disinfectants to lighting, air filters, and more. And with fast, dependable delivery, Granger helps her keep every facility stocked, safe, and running smoothly. Call 1-800-GRANGER, click Granger.com, or just stop by. Granger, for the ones who get it done.
This is Modelo Especial, a full-flavored golden lager with a crisp, refreshing taste from start to finish. Brewed with time, effort, and determination to get the balance just right. Because when a beer is made right, you can feel it. Modelo Especial, the model for everyday beer. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
You're gonna buy a storage shed for the backyard, and it better be as nice as your house. Then look at a Reed's Ferry Shed. A Reed's Ferry Shed is so good looking you could put it in the front yard. And better quality than those sheds at the home improvement store. Built and installed by Reed's Ferry and backed by a 30-year warranty. See yours online at reedsferry.com. Then make the call.
Call 888-85-SHEDS.
Need a shed? If it says Reed's Ferry, you got a good one. What kind of a shed do you want? With Reed's Ferry, yours is one of a kind.
Everything has a personal touch to it. They're all customized. Put a door any way you want on the shed, windows. You know, everybody's shed's a little bit different. The quality's top notch. You know, it's built just like you would a standard house.
Choose your perfect size, style, and color. Because at Reed's Ferry, when we build your shed, you make the call.
Call 888-85-SHEDS.
Need a shed?
If it says Reed's Ferry, you've got a good one.
That's right.
You're listening to the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network. From the WEEI studios, 93.7 WEEI FM and HD1, Lawrence, Boston. Always live on the free Odyssey app. This is Red Sox Baseball.
Can you believe it?
On the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
It is gone!
Red Sox on WEEI are brought to you by Shaw's and Star Market, the official supermarket of the Red Sox radio network. Citgo. Download the Club Citgo app now and instantly save 23 cents per gallon on your first fill-up. Subaru of New England. Don't miss the Subaru of New England A Lot to Love event.
23-year-old Clay Buchholz has no-hit the Baltimore Orioles.
Nissan. Shop your local Nissan store and NissanUSA.com. Drains by James. Eastern Mass's choice for drain cleaning and pipelining. Arbella. Here for good. By Cars for Kids. That's Cars with a K to donate your car today. Morgan & Morgan. America's largest injury law firm. Ford Trucks. Official truck of the Boston Red Sox. Sponsored by Town Fair Tire. Nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody. 110 Grill. Visit any of their 33 locations all throughout New England. McFarland Energy, the region's most dependable provider of home heating oil delivery, as well as expert HVAC services.
Way back by the wall. Off the wall. The Red Sox win.
Jeffrey Glassman Injury Lawyers, Boston's go-to injury attorney for over 30 years. TimberTech Decking and Railing. Everything wood should be. Visit timbertech.com. DigSafe. Click digsafe.com or call 811 before you dig.
Way back. Grand slam.
Interlock Metal Roofing. Visit NewEnglandMetalRoofing.com and never re-roof again. North Shore Adult Diapers. For even the heaviest control problems, visit NorthShore.com. Veterinary Emergency Group. Sponsored by Veg. ER for Pets. The official emergency veterinarian group of Red Sox Radio. Now, with all the play-by-play action, here's Will Fleming and Will Middlebrooks.
Good evening and welcome to Fenway Park on a beautiful Friday evening where tonight the Red Sox play Game 2 of a 4-game series with the Tampa Bay Rays. But right now, an incredible tableau as the living retired numbers in Boston Red Sox history are all out on the field. Let's pick up the PA as Carlton Fisk is announced to this wonderful crowd here on a Friday night. Pudge comes out, of course, indelible moments in Red Sox history. The home run in Game 6 of that 75 World Series, almost nothing like it. Election of all-time legends from left to right.
We are honored you are all here tonight for our 125th anniversary, and we now invite you all to deliver a ceremonial first pitch.
Sonny Gray, Connor Wong, Garrett Crochet. What an honor to be a part of this ceremony for all those guys, as they will all walk in front of the mound. Ortiz, Pedro, Wade Boggs, Jim Rice, Carlton Fisk, and Yaz. Poppy wasting no time. They go down the line. Pudge the final. And all those guys had good heaters right down the middle of the plate. And here we're just in a nostalgic week here at Fenway Park, along with Will Middlebrooks, Will Fleming. We welcome you to another production of Red Sox baseball on the radio. It's impossible to look away from these guys, Will. You wore the uniform. You know what it means to be a Red Sox player, but these are the all-time living greats. That real estate in right field, beyond the pesky pole, in some ways is the most sacred in professional baseball because other teams retire all kinds of numbers. You think about the guys who've played for the Red Sox who don't have their numbers up there on that little bit of green real estate. These guys do. They all earned it in their own unique ways. What a cool celebration this is.
Well, I know how hard this game is, and they made it look easy. Like they needed a new level, and it was, I was lucky enough to play with David, lucky enough to work alongside Jim Rice with Ness into a pre and post game. I've gotten to know Yaz over the years. Obviously Pedro. It's just, a storied franchise like this comes with a history of players that have been at the top of the game, and we're lucky to still have so many of these guys to come around.
Well, and this is a moment on the field right now that's really cool because I think Jim Rice, you can say whatever you want about him. He's got an incredible sense of history in the moment.
Yeah.
And Yaz was about to go back down into the clubhouse, and Jim said, wait a minute. There's a great video celebrating your best moments here. And he grabbed Yaz by the arm. And, we've lived this over these decades, Will, with people who have been so indelibly in our hearts in Red Sox history. I know that I'm thinking this, and I hope that Red Sox fans who are in the ballpark are thinking this. You just don't know how many more times we'll have all those guys together on the field, and what a special thing it is.
It's so true. Father Time's undefeated, and we have to really appreciate these moments that we get with these living legends.
Red Sox trying to level this 4-game series. The lineup cards about to be exchanged. We'll get those in a moment. But first, time now for our national anthem, which, as always, is brought to you by Ace Ticket. Ace Ticket is proud to have the best deals on the Red Sox and all your favorites in sports and entertainment. Visit aceticket.com or call 1-800-MY-SEATS. Here now, our Star Spangled Banner.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare above their skinner gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Red Sox and the Rays of Fenway Green Friday night. And now, for the starting lineups, here's Will Middlebrooks.
All right, these lineups brought to you by Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. For the visiting Tampa Bay Rays, leading off, always dangerous, Yandy Diaz. He'll be the DH. Batting second, Ryan Vilade. He'll be in right field. Batting third will be Junior Caminero. He hit an absolute laser beam out of here last night, 450 feet to dead center. He'll play third base. In the cleanup spot, Jonathan Aranda, tied with Aaron Judge right now for the lead in RBI in the American League. He'll play first. Batting fifth, Johnny DeLuca. He'll be in center field. Batting sixth, Ben Williamson. He'll play second base. Batting seventh will be Chandler Simpson. We saw his speed and really bat-to-ball skills on display last night. He'll be in left. Batting eighth will be Nick Fortes. He'll do the catching. And batting ninth, Taylor Walls. He'll play shortstop. For the Boston Red Sox, leading off, Jaron Duran. He'll be in left field. Wilson Contreras will bat second and be at first base. William Abreu will bat third. He'll be in right field, followed by Masataka Yoshida in the DH spot. Batting fifth will be Trevor Story. He'll be at shortstop. Batting sixth will be Cedon Rafaela. He'll play center. Batting seventh will be Marcelo Meyer. He'll play second base. Batting eighth will be Carlos Narvaez doing the catching. And rounding out the Red Sox lineup in the 9 spot, Caleb Durbin. He'll play third base. That's your Morgan & Morgan starting lineups.
Connolly Early is out on the field in the Fenway Greens. The Red Sox just about ready to greet the Tampa Bay Rays. Injury report brought to you by CVS. CVS knows that where you get your medicine matters. That's why CVS is by your side right when you need them most. Welcome to CVS, the official pharmacy of the Boston Red Sox. Ranger Suarez will not pitch tomorrow. They're going to push him back into the Philadelphia series. Nothing structurally wrong. They just want to take it easy. The cautious route with Ranger. So Payton Tolley will take the ball tomorrow.
Yeah, I was going to say maybe throw a righty against these guys because they mash left-handed pitching. They're 9-1 against lefties this season.
So here we go with Connolly Early on the mound. These Friday night unis at Fenway have had some magic in them. We'll see if Connolly and the Sox can channel that here tonight. Connolly's got a little Robbie Ray look going tonight. His pants look painted on super tight as Yandy Diaz into the right-handed batter's box. Early with a flat build Fenway green cap into the wind. The first pitch of the ballgame comes home, and it is right there on the inside corner for strike one.
Well, Connolly in his last outing against Houston just didn't have great command. Didn't have his put away stuff. A lot of 2-strike hits. Need to snap back into regular mode for him.
0-1 to Yandy, fouled off on the first base side. Yandy comes in 323 with 5 home runs and 23 driven in. He got started a minute behind schedule. When Ortiz is involved, things tend to start a little late. 7-11. 0-2 to Yandy. Pop foul on the first base side. We'll have Pedro Martinez in the 3rd inning. Looking forward to that. That was just so cool. Ortiz and Pedro, Boggs, Rice, Pudge, and Carl Yastrzemski. 0-2 from early to Diaz. Connolly into the wind. He throws. And Diaz cues it foul. He is such a tough at-bat, Yandy Diaz. Connolly comes in. 3.79 ERA in 7 starts. Will told you, such an anomaly. Last time, 5 earned runs over 4 innings against the Houston Astros. But he is a metronome. He is so reliable, Connolly is. 0-2. He is just down. A change-up, a little bit outside, 1-2.
Well, it's tough, when navigating this lineup. They're just pesky. They grind out at bats. They put the ball in play. Half of the guys in their lineup will drop a bunt down on you. But this is one of the power threats.
1-2. Pitch. Line foul. First base side. Pesky. Speaking of numbers, retired here at Fenway Park. Old Needle Nose, one of the great Red Sox players. He would have loved to be out there with Yaz and Jim and Pudge. 1-2 strikes. Just underway at Fenway. The 1-2 pitch is a little bit high with a sinking fastball.
A challenge.
And Narvaez in the first inning.
It's really close, Will.
What did you think?
It's right in the up and in corner. Hopefully it caught just an edge. It did.
Beautiful. I think you and I both want more aggression. Yandy not happy about it. You can't argue with robots, and there is one away.
Well, there's 3 guys in this lineup between Diaz, Caminero, and Aranda, where if you think it's close, you need to take it if you can sit them down.
How about the smile on Chad Tracy's face? He wants these guys to be more aggressive. It is a fine line, of course. So 1 down, and here is Ryan Valade, right-handed hitter. Pitch is just down and in from Connolly early. Time and Temp brought to you by Plymouth Rock. Connolly straight up and down on the middle of the pitcher's slab. He winds. The 1-0 pitch is high in the air into right field. Will, you're froze for a moment. Now 3 steps back to his right. He's there to make the play. And just like that, they're 2 away. Auto and home insurance made for Boston sports fans. PlymouthRock.com/Red Sox. I love the aggressive challenge early.
I feel like you aggressive, yes, but also be sure. It's the worst when you lose one in the first, and you just you got to hold on to that last one.
And yet you got the bases empty for this dude, Junior Caminero, right-handed hitter. The pitch, that's a beauty from Connolly. He totally froze him there. He was looking for something else, a changeup, and it's 0-1. That is one of the most fun things about watching Connolly early pitch. He will throw anything in any count. 0-1 to Caminero, who's got 10 homers. And he's frozen again with a strike on the inside corner. Curveball, and it's 0-2.
Well, Caminero is very aggressive on fastballs, especially early in counts. So that's why you're seeing Connolly here go to the changeup curveball to get ahead. Now's where you can try to expand up in the zone. We saw yesterday, if it catches even the top of the zone, he can hit it out of here.
He just exudes fear in the box. The 0-2 is bounced in there. It's hard to say this about a rival. He's one of my favorite guys to watch hit.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he just stands in there with a poise, a demeanor that he just exudes the it factor in that right-handed batter's box. 1-2, 2 down, bases clear. Connolly into the wind, he throws. And Caminero fouls it off. That was a curveball. He's not yet seen a fastball, and it remains 1-2. Contreras at first, Marcelo at second, Trevor Story the shortstop with Durbin at third. Duran in left, Cedon in center, and Abreu in right field. Defensive alignment brought to you by James Hardie. Hardie Siding is America's #1 brand of siding. 1-2. Pitch is ripped into the third base dugout. They're lucky nobody got decapitated there. That was 107 miles an hour off the bat, yanked foul.
Just over the heads. I mean, that gets to you so fast, you don't have time to flinch until it hits the netting.
Oh, man. 1-2. Pitch. Ripped into center field. Cedon on the gallop to his right. He's there to make the play. That was cranked into center field, but Cedon glides over and makes the play. Nice job by Connolly in the top of the first. 1-2-3. Sox will have Duran, Contreras, and Abreu scoreless on the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Every Nissan Frontier is battle-tested. Its frame is twisted. Its door slammed 13,920 times. And its bed drop-tested over and over. We do all that to the V6-powered Frontier, so you never have to hold back. Nissan, ranked #1 in new vehicle quality among mainstream brands by J.D. Power. For J.D. Power 2025 U.S. Initial Quality Study Award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Awards based on 2025 model year. Newer models may be shown.
The Recap Show is an inside look for fans into the world of global soccer, women's sports, and all things gal culture.
From the inside perspective of 2 World Cup champions and Olympians.
Follow and listen to The Recap Show wherever you get your podcasts.
Coleman!
It's electric!
You need an electrician? Call Coleman Electric. We're electricians, and it's all we do. Electricity is serious business, so be sure your circuits are safe and up to snuff, and hire the specialists at Coleman Electric. KUHLMAN. Call Coleman.
It's electric!
Ask your smart speaker to play. 93.7 WEEI. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
To the bottom of the first we go, scoreless. Here's Jarren Duran facing Jesse Schultens, the Rays right-hander. Jarren tries to stop his swing, but cannot. He missed that one, and it is 0-1. Jesse Schultens, kind of a swing man for them, starter reliever. He's been much better out of the bullpen in his career. Comes in with a 3.18 ERA. Duran drives one high and deep into right field. Back at the warning track, it hangs up a little bit. And Duran is retired. He just missed that one. 92 off the bat as Valade makes the play. I thought Duran got a bolt there to begin the game, but one down.
I thought he did too. It looked like he just missed it off the sweet spot. That was a splitter from Schultens. So he hit it just off the end out front. Just missed it.
Schultens was with the Chicago White Sox a year ago, claimed off waivers by the Rays late in the summer. Wilson Contreras stands in. He swings and fouls one off on the third base side. He is a classic reclamation project by the Rays. And what do you see when you look at the numbers?
Well, you know, this is his 6th game. It's just his 2nd start. But every 4 of the 5 outings coming into this, he'd gone at least 4 innings. So he likes to come in and cover a lot of innings, whether it's just bulk or they use an opener.
0-1. Contreras rips one down the left field line, just foul. He was on that pitch, big time out in front. Then it's 0-2.
That was 112 off the bat, about a foot foul. As you look at his stuff, he's 35% slider, loves to throw his slider, 2 seams to righties, 4 seams to lefties. He has that split he'll go to. He's not going to blow you away with velocity. He's just going to mix and match and hit his spots.
1-2 to Contreras, who comes in 263 with 8 homers and 23 driven in. One down, bottom 1. Sox and Rays are scoreless. Connolly early was quite good in the top of the first inning. Schultens, big stocky right-hander on the first base side of the rubber. The 0-2 is outside. That was a sweeper that missed this season. 3-1 with a 3.18 ERA in 22 2/3 innings, 20 hits and 8 earned runs. 1-2 to Wilson Contreras, who looks up for it tonight. He waggles the bat, the pitch, way outside. Sometimes you can just see it in the body language of a hitter. I think Contreras might do some damage tonight.
Sometimes it's how they take pitches, right? Where you're like, okay, he saw that well. But those were 2 uncompetitive sliders, so we'll see.
2-2. Bat bouncing on his right shoulder. One down, the pitch is low. Well, that's another good take. It's so true, Will. Why is that? Is it you're just allowing yourself to see it all the way through the zone?
And when you're seeing it well, you're not jumpy. If you feel like your timing's good, you're not check swinging. You feel like you see the ball, make the decision, make a good swing. He's already ripped his fastball foul. He knows he can get to it. So that tells him, hey, I can slow this down. I have a lot more time than I think I do.
They may want to look out at the cask and flag it right now. 3-2 with one down to Contreras. Schultens throws. Wilson takes strike 3 on the inside corner. He wants to challenge. Wow, that's bold.
The batter is challenging strike call.
He has not had the best track record early this season. That might have looked low.
I think it's just down.
Wow. It is. How about this, Will? The Red Sox in the first inning are 2 for 2 on challenges.
It's those Fenway greens, baby. They get them locked in. Well, by the way, I got to tell you, that walk brought to you by North Shore Adult Diapers. For even the heaviest control problems, challenged or not, visit NorthShore.com.
I wish you were just on camera, by the way. I wish our fans could see what you just did. I love that. Here's Willier. 1 on, 1 out. Pitch. Outside with a fastball. You had 2s in both hands and just bouncing them up and down.
Well, he didn't know he had control problems until it was challenged. Sometimes you never know.
Oftentimes, I think you do know. Here's Wilson leading away at first, 1-0. Throw to first, and Contreras dives back in. I think it's really important for the Red Sox to be more confident challenging.
Well, there's only one way to be more confident, and that's be better at it and be more successful.
Get them right. 1-0 to Willier. Pitch. He is inside. Talk about a guy who is doing just what you're talking about, Will. This guy is seeing everything deep into the strike zone. The takes are off the charts.
Well, the one thing with him, well, 2 things, is he wasn't getting to velocity up in the zone, and he wasn't hitting lefties. Well, he's done both of those extremely well this season.
Yes, he has. 2-0, hitters count. The pitch is outside, ball 3. Doesn't look like Schultens wants to give him much to hit right here.
I mean, he gets the scouting reports. He sees the film. He knows what he's facing right now.
He should have the Fenway green light right here. Given the way he's going. 3-0, the pitch is way outside. I mean, that is so far outside. And the Red Sox now 2 on with 1 out for Massa. And it's crazy. As a starter, he has just not been very good at all, Schultens. As a reliever, the ERA is sub-2, but above 6 when he begins a ball game, and he looks a little wobbly here to start.
Yeah, you know, that just screams to me it's a routine thing, right? He's so accustomed to coming out of the pen. You know, the phone rings, your name's called, adrenaline spikes, you throw a few pitches, you go in. When you're a starter, you're thinking about it all day long. You know the first pitch of the game, you're pitching. And that maybe some guys can't handle that.
Trying to walk the Boston Common, figure out what the heck you're going to do tonight at Fenway. All right, here now, big time spot for Yoshida. Sox have had great success this season when they score first, and a chance to do that right here. 2 on, 1 out. Schultens throws. Massa swings and pops it up. Behind third base, Caminero in foul ground. The infield fly is called. That is awful, and they're 2 away.
He just walked 2 guys. He just walked Abreu on 4 straight pitches, not even close to the zone. At least make them throw you a strike, right?
And that was not.
You know, so often, you know, hitters will go up there in that spot after a mound visit, and pitchers so many times will just groove one in there because they think you're taken. There's a reason for it.
That was up above the zone and into Yoshida. Yeah. Now Trevor, a chance to pick him up here. 2 on, 2 out the pitch. Low and outside. To your point, he cannot throw strikes right now.
And that was very unlike Yoshida. He's normally so patient and doesn't chase much.
2 on, 2 out. Story the batter. 204 with a couple home runs. Pitch. Swing and a miss. He looks so uncomfortable at the plate right now. Sinker beat him badly at 91 miles an hour, and it's 1-1.
Yeah, he's kind of just back to being in between. Fastball's getting blown past him and then not able to reach that slider away from him.
Cedon would be next. 1-1 to Trevor, the pitch. Way outside, and that's what you're talking about there. I mean, that thing starts in the left-handed batter's box, and Trevor, even still with that, kind of has to kind of hold up and check his swing.
Yeah, a lot of guys do that when they feel like they can't catch up to fastball. So they start their swings so much earlier than they need to. And that's when you get chase, right? And that take right there tells you everything you need to know.
Two balls, one strike. Schultens is ready at the belt. Pitch. Swing and a miss. I mean, that's not even near the strike zone. Sinker, but up and in. 2-2. You hate to belabor the point. He just does not look comfortable at the plate.
I mean, that was so far up and in. It's almost like he's guessing.
Yeah. Trying to hit one out right there. 2-2. You figure the slider's coming here now. I mean, after that one up and in.
Yeah, I mean, textbook will tell you that, but you can go back upstairs with the fastball if he wants.
2 on, 2 out, 2-2. Pitch. Swing and a foul. He did exactly that. I mean, after that swing, he said, all right, if he can't lay off that, I'm going back there. He located and stays 2-2. No score, bottom one. Red Sox and Rays trying to have a little bit of an explosion here. 2-2. Story waits the pitch. Swinging a high pop into shallow left field. The shortstop Walls is back on it. He's there to make the play. And the inning is over. The Red Sox strand a couple. No score after one on the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Every Nissan Frontier is battle-tested. Its frame is twisted. Its door slammed 13,920 times. And its bed drop-tested over and over. We do all that to the V6-powered Frontier, so you never have to hold back. Nissan, ranked #1 in new vehicle quality among mainstream brands by J.D. Power. For J.D. Power 2025 U.S. Initial Quality Study award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Awards based on 2025 model year. Newer models may be shown.
I'm Jenna Fisher. And I'm Angela Kinsey. And we have the podcast Office Ladies. Every Wednesday, we'll be sharing even more exclusive stories and lots of laughs. Follow and listen to Office Ladies on the free Odyssey app and wherever you get your podcasts.
Ford owners know why Ford vehicles are the official vehicles of Major League Baseball. Ford Pass features complimentary remote vehicle controls, real-time vehicle health diagnostics, fuel level monitoring, and location tracking. Mobile service and the connectivity package keep you in touch with your home team. Plus, the option of 24-hour roadside service. Join the winning team at your New England Ford dealers.
Baseball is back in Boston, and so is the Shaws and Star Market Grand Slam Summer Sweepstakes. This year, entering is easier than ever. Just redeem your grocery reward points of the Shaws or Star Market for You app for your chance to win free groceries for a year and other amazing prize experiences. Want to earn points faster? Clip the 4X coupon in the For You app and stock up on your favorites from Coca-Cola, Monster, Hood, and KM. The more points you redeem, the more chances you get to win. See official rules at shaws.com or starmarket.com/Grand Slam.
Hi, this is Connolly Early. You're listening to the home of the Red Sox, WEEI.
Connolly Early is back to the mound as we go to the top of the second. Red Sox and the Rays are scoreless. Jonathan Aranda, always a tough customer, is at the plate. Left-handed hitter, lines one on one hop off the glove of Story, and that's going to be a successful plate appearance for Aranda. I don't know whether that'll be scored a hit or an error. Probably an error on Trevor, who just popped up to end the first inning. That was a one-hopper just to his right off the glove. Aranda is aboard to begin the top of the second.
Yeah, I'm not sure how they're going to score that one. It was hit relatively hard. It took a big high hop, but you expect your shortstop to make that play.
I'm a little rattled right now. My Apple Pencil is not working, so I don't know how or what to score that. As now Johnny DeLuca, right-handed hitter, takes a sinker outside for ball one. Will, the Red Sox defensively have been awesome this year, but that's just a play that needs to be made. Here's one that misses outside. You've lived it. I'm sure he's a veteran. He's a pro, the ultimate pro. He's probably still a little ticked off at himself for that at-bat, and maybe brings it to the field.
Sure, that's a real thing.
2-0, Marcelo shaded up the middle. The pitch is lined into right center field. Cedon to his left. He's there to make the play. And on a 2-0 pitch, DeLuca is out, number one. You know, Will, watching this team every day, one of the things I love the most is the communication between Cedon and Willier. They both trust each other so much. They know that each of them can go get it. It's almost like an intuitive thing out there.
Yeah, sure. I mean, they're both they're like free safeties, right? The ball's up. They're ball hawks. They're going to get it. But they have this understanding after all these innings they've played together.
Here's Ben Williamson, right-handed hitter, double play depth behind Connolly. Strike with a fastball on the inside corner. Arbella Insurance Foundation is dedicated to striking out cancer by supporting the Jimmy Fund. Every strikeout from a Sox pitcher during this year. Arbella donates $50 to the Jimmy Fund. Here for the Jimmy Fund and here for good. Here's a liner to third that's caught. Durbin's throw to first is not going to be in time to retire a Ronda over there, but Connolly early doing what he has done so often, and they're 2 down.
Yeah, there's been some decent contact by the Rays, but he is just filling it up early in counts. This is what you want.
They called that a single, which I'm sorry.
I thought I honestly thought that's a hit. It was hit hard up the middle and took a hop up by his head. That's the only reason I thought they'd give that a hit.
I didn't see a lot of replays. I'll go with you on that. Here's Chandler Simpson, the speed demon, strike on the outside corner. To me, though, one step to your right, it's kind of in between. But 99 off the bat. Chandler Simpson was the offensive MVP last night. Left-handed hitter, 0-1 the pitch. High fly into left field, hangs up there for Duran. He's right underneath it. He makes the play. And the inning is over. Nice job by Connolly early. Works around the leadoff hit. We go to the bottom of the second. No score. Sox and Rays in the Shaws and Star Market. WEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Every Nissan Frontier is battle-tested. Its frame is twisted. Its door slammed 13,920 times. And its bed drop-tested over and over. We do all that to the V6-powered Frontier, so you never have to hold back. Nissan, ranked #1 in new vehicle quality among mainstream brands by J.D. Power. For J.D. Power 2025 U.S. Initial Quality Study Award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Awards based on 2025 model year. Newer models may be shown.
Hey there, I'm Kendra Adachi, and my show, The Lazy Genius Podcast, helps you be a genius about the things that matter and lazy about the things that don't, and you get to decide what matters. I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm here to give you a new way to see. Episodes of the Lazy Genius Podcast are full of compassionate time management tips and permission slips to do what makes sense for you. New episodes drop every Monday. Follow and listen to the Lazy Genius Podcast on the free Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Straight Talk Wireless presents Pickup Truck Wisdom.
If you're only good to your new friends, you're not going to have any old ones. Straight Talk gets it. That's why new and existing customers get free 5G phones on Verizon's 5G network. Pretty simple, really. You keep good people by being good people.
Find us at straighttalk.com and Walmart. Straight Talk Wireless. Straightforward. Always. Taxes and fees apply. Plan purchase required for free phone offers. Copyright 2026 Verizon.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/team. That's ZipRecruiter.com/team.
ZipRecruiter. The Greg Hill Show. Weekdays, 5:30 to 10.
Now back to the Shaws and Star Market WEI Red Sox Radio Network.
To the bottom of the second, we go. Cedon to lead it off, and he swings and fouls the first pitch from Schultens on the third base side. It is 0-1. His first pitch was brought to you by Jeffrey Glassman Injury Lawyers, Boston's go-to injury attorney for over 30 years. Hurt in a car work accident, you got to get Glassman. 6-1-7 and then 7 sevens. 0-1 to Cedon, the pitch. A little bit low. I watched the replay. Absolutely a hit. And that 8-story alive. I mean, it bounced really close to him, hit hard on the backhand side. 1-1. Pitch outside. But he's made plays like that in the past.
That's one of those, and that's how I gauge it a lot of times when I'm watching. If they make the play and I go, that's a really nice play, normally it's a hit if you don't make it.
2-1 to Cedon, 270 hitter with 2 homers. The pitch is a little blooper on the infield. On one hop, the second baseman Williamson gloves and throws to first in time. And there's one away. There's something about him in these jerseys that always brings out something magical. But he's gone. Here comes Marcelo.
The Arbella Insurance Foundation is dedicated to striking out cancer by supporting the Jimmy Fund. For every strikeout from a Red Sox pitcher during the 2026 season, the Arbella Insurance Foundation will donate $50 to the Jimmy Fund. Here for the Jimmy Fund, here for good.
Cannot express to you how much I love you when you do those reads for me. Here's Marcelo, who rips one foul down the right field side. It is 0-1.
Man, Marcelo has looked so much better.
Yes, he has.
Are you good, Doug? You sound like you're wrestling a crocodile next to me right now.
He's just getting ready for Pedro. 0-1 to Marcelo. 247 with a homer. Pitch is chopped foul on the first base side. He only wrestles things underwater, not in the broadcast booth.
That's a good point. Scuba Steve.
Marcelo 15 for his last 45.
That'll work.
And he's looked every part of it.
Yeah, he has. All right, you've been waiting for the offense to catch up with the defense, and he's developing at this level. He's been looking much better.
What a beautiful night at Fenway. 0-2. Marcelo takes a splitter. Again, really comfortable take there. He's the 7th batter, brought to you by Jeffrey Glassman Injury Lawyers. Hurt in a car work accident. Got to get Glassman. All 7s after 6-1-7. 1-2. Pitch inside. You got given a great baseball card earlier today. You're diving into the stands over at first base trying to make a catch.
It was third base. It was on the road somewhere. I want to say it was Baltimore. It was hard to tell.
2-2.
Just
Aaron Boone could tell you from every baseball card he knows where it's taken. The pitch. Marcelo hits a ground ball on the right side. Williamson, God, he's had a series defensively. He flips to first and they're 2 down. Seriously, if you give Aaron Boone any baseball card, you hand it to him and he says, this is in this stadium in this year.
I can normally, let me pull it, let me find it. I put it somewhere. Let me see.
It's a very cool shot, almost like a little Derek Jeter move by you. Is it here?
I still think it's Baltimore.
You're in Grode Grays.
I think it's Baltimore.
2 down. Here's Carlos Narvaez, right-handed hitter. That is a little bit low. We need to keep this in our booth.
I caught that too, by the way.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
Because he'll be here. We'll be in New York. We'll have to ask him. He'll give us the definitive answer. They call you a gypsy queen on this card?
No, that's the name of the card. It's like a, if you're a card collector, you would know.
I'm not.
Yeah, I know.
I'm too busy living my life as Narvaez takes a pitch outside 2-0.
That's offensive to a lot of people who put a lot of money on that stuff.
That's more their problem than mine. No score in the bottom of the second. Red Sox and Rays. The pitch, hard ground ball foul outside of third. This is a very cool card. It kind of looks half like a painting. Your forearm muscles looking outstanding trying to make that play. And it says, in only 615 Major League at-bats, Will has walloped 32 home runs with 103 RBI. 2-1 to Narvaez. Pitch. Chopper foul on the third base side. 35 of his 79 hits in an injury-shortened 2013 went for extra bases.
Good times. Good times. Speaking of 2013, it was so nice to have Johnny Lester here with us yesterday. As he went into the Red Sox Hall of Fame.
2 balls, 2 strikes. I saw Mike Timlin earlier today. He had his family out touring the field. Narvaez trying to spark a little 2-out rally here with Durbin out on deck. Schulten throws. Carlos, whoa, it hit him on the left wrist, and he is furious. That's one you worry about.
Hopefully he wears a guard. It looked like he got more hand than wrist because he does have that guard on the top of his left hand. Have to see a replay, but he looks like he's in some pain.
Did it look more wrist to you?
It looked more hand to me, like on the outside, but that's from up here, real time.
This is always such a tenuous moment for these ball players, and we watch the replay. Yep, right on the top of the hand, right where he does have that little pad.
It did get part. It was like half hand, half padding. So hopefully that took the brunt of the force, and he's going to be okay. He's taking his stuff off and staying in the game. So tough guy. Got to be careful with those hands and wrists.
He probably just said to Brandon Henry, "Bro, I'm good.
I'm okay, bro." Todo bien.
He is one of the great ones, Carlos Narvaez.
Don't let anybody's hands or wrists be sore. You don't want it to be called soft.
Come on. Nothing like just creating a narrative. 1 on, 2 out, no score. Sox and Rays. Pitch is outside. They throw behind Carlos over at first.
Someone tell Fortes that's a little rude, bro. He just took one off the hand and you're trying to back pick him. That's like a guy fouling a ball off his foot, walking the next, get to first base, and then they pick over. You're like, come on, dude. Like, what are you doing?
1-0 to Caleb Durbin. The pitch is a strike on the inside corner. It's actually a smart play, right? Because you're thinking that Narvaez might be kind of in his own head, thinking about things down there.
Yeah, he's still shaking his hand out down there.
It is his catching hand, that left side. 1-1 to Durbin. The pitch. Swinging a line drive, caught at second base. Hard contact, but Williamson is there. And the inning is over. When we come back for the third, Petey going to be in the house. Pedro Martinez will join us after this. No score on the Shaws and Star Market. WEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Every Nissan Frontier is battle-tested. Its frame is twisted. Its door slammed 13,920 times. And its bed drop-tested over and over. We do all that to the V6-powered Frontier, so you never have to hold back. Nissan, ranked #1 in new vehicle quality among mainstream brands by J.D. Power. For J.D. Power 2025 U.S. Initial Quality Study award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Awards based on 2025 model year. Newer models may be shown.
Lemonade! Fresh squeezed lemonade! Lemonade? Oh, nuts.
Is your business struggling to be seen? Not reaching the right customers?
Yeah.
Odyssey's here to help. Your one-stop shop for digital marketing.
Wait, really?
With targeted digital media, plus SEO, SEM, social, OTT, and more, we help your business reach the right audience and drive results.
Whoa, hey, one at a time.
Stop missing out on valuable customers. Visit digitallocalads.com to learn more about our local advertising solutions. That's digitallocalads.com.
Okay, people, line starts here.
Lucky jersey on. Favorite snacks in hand. Make Bee's Knees benefits part of every game day with savings on your favorite food and fuel. And get 50 cents off per gallon on your first fill-up, or $5 off in-store for just signing up. On your way to the game, on your commute, make Bee's Knees benefits part of your ritual. Round the bases, rack up rewards. Download the Bee's Knees Benefits app now, or visit beeskneesbenefits.com and find them at Alltown Fresh, Extra Mart, Honey Farms Market, and more. Terms apply.
We're right back to the Sox on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Hey, make Bees Knees benefits part of your game day ritual. Get 50 cents off per gallon or $5 off in-store when you sign up. Save on food and fuel when you download the app. Visit beeskneesbenefits.com. We got movement in here. We got a Hall of Famer walking in.
We do. You can make an argument the greatest right-handed pitcher of all time. Pedro Martinez joins us in just a moment as Nick Fortes, right-handed hitter, takes a Connolly early slider for strike one. Petey is in the house. What's up, man?
Not too much. Always great to be here. Always great to see the atmosphere here in Boston.
Dude, you're looking fly. Did Ortiz dress you tonight? You look good.
No, that's all my wife, Carolina. Carolina's the one that picks the outfit.
What a cool thing before the game. It's 0-2 to Fortes. You know, Pedro, you're so eloquent about this, what it meant to you to pitch here, to be a part of this great organization. As Connolly fires a little soft ground ball to third. Durbin's got a hurry. He gloves on the run. He throws to first, but not in time. An infield hit. How cool was it to be on the field with all of those all-time Red Sox greats?
It's a goosebumps kind of moment when you see all the legends, sitting right next to you, and all of a sudden you go, oh, I'm part of this legacy. Yeah. It's like, wow. Even I, being here for so long and doing so much, I couldn't help it. But to also feel like emotional about it. Well, especially watching Kalja Strensky and all the things he did. I mean, it's just a shame that he couldn't be, right next to us on that 0-4 team that finally brought the trophy.
Well, he started the whole Red Sox nation. That impossible dream season in 1967 began, Pedro, the thing that you got to bask in, which was the fan base here just loving everything you did.
And they did for Kalja Strensky, too. The announcer was saying, nobody probably made more people fall in love with Boston and with him than Kalja Strensky, and I'm extremely honored to be mentioned right next to him. Jim Rice, Wade Buggs, Big Papi. Oh my God, I'm glad. That's the biggest signing ever that one player could give to Boston, right along with playing with him.
Well, you made it happen, which is so cool. As the pitch misses outside, Pedro, you're so humble. You don't talk about yourself a lot. You're right about Yaz starting that thing and being so beloved by Boston, but you're right there with him in terms of just the fan base has this kinship with you. What does that mean to you?
It means the world. I think that's an added gift to a person like me, because I'm more proud of handing out the trophy to the city of Boston and changing the culture here in Boston. Yeah, I don't know if you remember, but seeing the Dominican flag, now we have a Latino Day. We have we recognize the Latino community. We recognize the Latino students that are outstanding throughout the year. Those are things that make me as proud as if I'm handing out another trophy to the city of Boston. It means that much to me because I'm the product of an opportunity, and I took advantage of it. And I got it through baseball, but not everybody's going to be as fortunate as I was to play baseball and be able to get to the big leagues and be successful in the big leagues.
2-2 to Taylor Wells. You've talked about this before. You and I have had this conversation, Pedro, where that's exactly it, right? You want to make sure that kids in the Dominican and in this country can have every opportunity to meet their most possible highest level of success.
Yes, and also open that door for the opportunity, Will, that we all got. You and I got it through baseball, but it doesn't have to be baseball precisely. We can always have an engineer, someone go and be a general in the Army or whatever. Was that a buck?
I think it was a third disengagement because Carlos Narvaez. That was the second pickoff by Early, but Narvaez had actually called timeouts. So that was the third. He would have had to get him out right there, or the runner moves up. You love that rule, huh, Petey?
Well,
see,
I don't know about that.
You wouldn't be happy you drill the next guy.
I'm liking the speed of the game.
Yeah, me too.
And I'm liking the
left
fact
field.
that
Coming on is Duran, and they will hold the runner at third. I would have liked to watch Pedro in the challenge era because I think there might have been some high and tight fastballs if guys are banging on their helmets over and over again.
Well, that was going to happen. But believe it or not, what I like the most is the pitch clock.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Pitch
you
clock
work fast anyways.
with what I did, and I was very efficient when it came to throwing strikes. I was around the strike zone with 3 pitches, and every once in a while, I'll get out of the strike zone to my own convenience.
On purpose. Here's Yandy Diaz. Here's a high fly foul on the right field side.
This guy is a consistent hitter.
He's unbelievable, isn't he, Pedro?
He is. He's a
he hits
real good hitter. He doesn't try to do
How would
too
you
much.
pitch to him?
Huh?
How would you try to get him out?
He's going to need to just get away from leaning towards the right field area, and I'll force him to pull the ball. A lot. I'll force him a lot to pull the ball. See, his approach is always right center field, right field area.
That's why he hits over 300 every year, right? He can hit fastballs that way. If you hang something, he can clip you to left.
Yeah, but that's going to be soft. And I made a living here in this short porch to left field because everybody saw the short wall over there, and they were they were going after fastballs up and in, and most of the time they would swing and miss.
0-2 is inside. Did it hit him? Yes, it did. He did not swing. So Connolly in an 0-2 count, little backdoor back foot curveball. And now the bases are loaded for Tampa with nobody out, and real trouble time for Connolly early. Pedro, last year alone, 78,000 kids were impacted by your foundation. That must fill your heart with so much joy.
It is. It is rewarding for me to be able to serve, the community, serve people that really need it, and give back. Because it is with gratitude that I do what I do, because I was that kid that was crying out loud for an opportunity, Will, and thank God someone finally saw my talent and decided to give me $6,000 to sign to become a pro player for the LA Dodgers, and I made the best out of it. But not everybody's going to have that opportunity, and it makes me so proud to be able to impact, the community, impact the future of the kids that we have in the Dominican, Lawrence, Lynn, Bronx, all over the place where we go.
Bases loaded for Ryan Valade, and Connolly early throws the first pitch, change up for a strike. Well, this is the key hitter right now, because you got one of the monsters in the sport, Junior Caminero, on deck. So bases loaded, nobody out. Connolly's got to try to find a way to get Valade right here. The pitch is fouled back. How do you handle this situation? You know there's a total stud on deck. You got to attack right here.
You have to worry about this one right here, and you make it personal. It's not really worrying about the other three that are on base. It's you against this batter, and the next guy that comes up could be a mega star, and I'm gonna face him the same way. I'm gonna go after him.
0-2 is a little bit high,
and I'm gonna attack him like it's in between you and me. Let's see how good you are, because I'm bringing the best out of me against you.
Bases loaded, top three, Red Sox and Rays scoreless. Connolly early in a major jam. Right-handed hitting Valade is ready. Connolly at the belt. He throws, and he misses inside. Pedro, it's one of the most fascinating things about you is that at the same time you are such a kind-hearted, considerate person, and also the biggest competitor who's ever set foot on a mound.
Well, I had to. When you go in between the white lines, it's like it is a jungle.
2-2, swing and a miss. That's jungle baseball right there from Connolly early. Big-time fastball and a huge first out.
And he needs to do that. He needs to use his advantage. And an advantage for him is power fastball. Yeah. Use your secondary when you have to, or when you have them leaning over towards one of those fastballs, and overmatch him. Right now, this is a good moment to actually showcase.
Here's Caminero.
There we go.
Bounces one to third. Durbin to second for one. Marcelo, 2 first, 2 double.
Man up.
That was channeling his inner
Man up.
Double play, and the inning is over. That was awesome.
That was great, man. That's what excites me about baseball. See, I was living that moment right there. I was living that moment.
We're going to come back with the Emmy Award nominee, Pedro Martinez, after this. Bottom three, no score on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Every Nissan Frontier is battle-tested. Its frame is twisted. Its door slammed 13,920 times. And its bed drop-tested over and over. We do all that to the V6-powered Frontier, so you never have to hold back. Nissan, ranked #1 in new vehicle quality among mainstream brands by J.D. Power. For J.D. Power 2025 U.S. Initial Quality Study Award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Awards based on 2025 model year. Newer models may be shown.
Hey, this is Richard Deitch, the host of the Sports Media Podcast. If you're interested in what's happening with all the places where you consume sports, the Sports Media Podcast has you covered.
I've been turning down interviews all week. Hoda Kotb reached out, Oprah, George Stephanopoulos. So I said no. I was booked on the Deitch podcast before the Taylor Swift phenomenon. I must live up to my responsibility.
Listen wherever you get your podcasts.
Baseball is back in Boston, and so is the Shaw's and Star Market Grand Slam Summer Sweepstakes. This year, entering is easier than ever. You just redeem your grocery reward points in the Shaw's or Star Market For You app for your chance to win free groceries for a year and other amazing prize experiences. Want to earn points faster? Clip the 4X coupon in your For You app and stock up on your favorites from Coca-Cola, Monster, Hood, and KM. The more points you redeem, the more chances you get to win. See official rules at shaws.com or starmarket.com/Grand Slam.
Design a wine locket for Mom for Mother's Day.
Give Mom a custom locket she'll cherish forever.
From Springer's Mother's Day Locket Bar, all day this Friday and Saturday at Springer's Jewelers in Portland and Portsmouth.
You're listening to the Shaw's and Star Market WEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Perfect for Pedro Martinez.
Oh, yeah.
As we come back in the bottom of the third, Jarren Duran leading it off. And he takes a pitch that misses outside ball one. Pedro, you're nominated for an Emmy for Outstanding Sports Personality. Since when has anybody ever said you have any personality?
Well, I have this way to actually, get really serious when I'm working about some of the things, because I'm going to keep it straight. When I see things that are not right in baseball, I can say it. I feel like I'm entitled to say.
You earned that.
Yeah.
2-0 to Duran is just inside.
But at the same time, I love having fun. I love being me. I love just showing the people what I couldn't show when I was in between the white lines. Like I don't want to be your friend if I'm in between the white lines. I'm not out there to make friends. I'm out there because I have a job to do and I need to do it right and I deserve it. And my fans deserve it. And I want to do it the best way possible so that I can go home and put my head on the pillow and feel great about it.
God knows you could do that. 3-1 to Duran is a strike on the outside corner. Pedro, because it wasn't a straight line for you. You got, as you said, signed by the Dodgers, your brother's over there, and they did not see in you the pitcher that you would become. How did you kind of develop that chip on your shoulder that you would carry forward?
Well, I wasn't treated right in the minor leagues by the Dodgers. And then I get to the big leagues, I did it right, and I was always labeled as someone that was going to break down, that wasn't going to be good enough to be in the big leagues. And,
because you were smaller.
Yeah, because I was smaller. And I threw too hard, and they didn't understand how. And Felipe explained it in a very strange way. Felipe said, they were never going to see you because they never saw the future in you. You could be standing right in front of everybody.
Get out.
And they would never see you.
Drive to center field caught by DeLuca. Go ahead, Pedro.
They would never see you because they never saw your future.
Yeah.
And it made so much sense to me because it was like I was doing everything right in the field, but they were reluctant to see it. They just saw my size. They saw my height. They saw what they wanted to believe. They saw that I wasn't going to last for very long in the big leagues. And at the end of the day, they were wrong.
I believe they were, as Wilson Contreras swings and fouls one off on the first base side. See, Pedro, they just needed to come hang out under the mango tree with you, and they would have seen the future.
They needed to come home and see me knocking coconuts out of a coconut tree with rocks. That's what they needed to see. And they never saw that. They never saw... one other thing that Felipe said was, they never saw your heart. They never saw who you were.
Can't measure it.
They never saw that you had a different personality. You were never like your brother. My brother is a gentle giant, quiet, very centered person. I was all about laughing, having fun, until you got me in between the white lines. That was my day to work. I took my job seriously. And I wasn't out there to be your friend. I was out there to beat you however I could, and I did that.
Just ask Jared Williams, 1 and 2.
He almost, I owe Lou half of my teeth. Because if Lou Merloni doesn't tell me, Pedro, he's coming, I was going to get knocked out.
Well, Brian Daubach and he were both in the hospital that night as Contreras is called out on strikes. You're an icon in this town. You are truly one of the very best right-handed pitchers in the history of baseball. And I think that part of your identity, Pedro, between the lines on the mound, I'm coming for you, is so very much in line with the culture of this city as Abreu fouls one off on the third base side. Did you relate to that sort of spirit in this town?
Well, I think the fans really wanted to see someone that was 100% committed to doing it right, not intimidated. Will, you brought up a good point. This atmosphere here feels like winter ball. And in winter ball, you feel like the people are breathing on your neck. And they're letting you know right away how they feel about you. Boston has the same characteristics as a playoffs, probably Game 7 in the Dominican Republic, in Estadio Quisqueya, Leones against Tigers. It's like, that's the atmosphere that you feel here. And I think Boston wanted it.
Yeah. Yep. And you embraced it, every part of it. 1-2 to Will Abreu, 2 down. Pedro Martinez with us for just another moment in the bottom of the third. Red Sox and the Rays are scoreless. It's just unbelievable to see all those retired numbers out on the field in living colors. Willier drives one high and deep into right center field. It is back.
It is gone. Ding Dong Johnson. That's what you call Ding Dong Johnson right there. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And it is 1-0 Red Sox.
That's a Ding Dong Johnson for New England right there.
He leaned on that.
Oh, my God. And I just told him, too, when I was in the clubhouse, give me one of my contacts. He goes, well, I got 25 to go. And that's what he did today. Oh, my God, I'm happy.
Yeah, 430 feet. Ooh.
Hey, it's nice to be a fan, eh?
It is.
It is. It's a lot of fun.
You can feel what they felt when you were on the mound.
Yeah, but I wanted to get a little bit closer to the action.
I told you he was going to do that. Just for you, here's Massa. 1 in, 2 down. The pitch is.
Come on, Massa, give me a back-to-back Johnson right here.
You're so good on TV, Pedro. You did it immediately. What's the learning curve been like to be on television?
Just be you.
Yeah.
Be honest. Keep it straight. Don't run away from saying what you feel. And just show your true identity of who you are. I don't mind doing that. I don't mean any harm for any player, but if it's not right, I'm going to say it. If it's right, I'm going to applaud what you do. And, after that, it's all about having fun. I'm a happy camper all the time.
Yes, you are.
And I'm going to let you know that I'm happy to do what I'm doing.
Massa grounds out to first. We're happy that we had you, Pedro. You're always so awesome. Thanks so much, man.
Well, thank you so much. And I got my Ding Dong Johnson.
Yes, you did. 1-0 Sox after 3 on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Every Nissan Frontier is battle-tested. Its frame is twisted. Its door slammed 13,920 times. And its bed drop-tested over and over. We do all that to the V6-powered Frontier, so you never have to hold back. Nissan, ranked #1 in new vehicle quality among mainstream brands by J.D. Power. For J.D. Power 2025 U.S. Initial Quality Study Award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Awards based on 2025 model year. Newer models may be shown.
Football is fun. Why shouldn't your football podcast be the same?
Follow and listen to Heed the Call NFL podcast with Dan Hansis and Mark Sessler wherever you get your podcasts.
Here's a club you'll want to get into, Club Citgo. It's the super easy app that opens the door to great fuel savings and more. Sign up and instantly save 23 cents per gallon on your first fill-up, plus everyday savings that really add up. You can also enter our sweepstakes with multiple winners and giveaways, like free gas for a year. And Club Citgo makes paying easy with a convenient mobile pay feature. So welcome to the club where all the action is. Download Club Citgo today. Savings could up to 30 gallons, only at participating locations. Data rates may apply.
Celestial Seasonings invites you to experience a life full of flavor. At Celestial Seasonings, they're passionate about crafting extraordinary teas that invigorate the senses. From relaxing herbal teas to energizing black and green to refreshing cold brew iced teas and everything in between, there's a Celestial blend that's perfect for any occasion. Plus, they blend their teas using the finest herbs, teas, spices, and botanicals while packaging them in engaging, thoughtful boxes representing the goodness inside. Experience Celestial Seasonings today.
Red Sox review after the game on 93.7 WEEI.
Jonathan Aranda leads it off against Connolly early. The Sox lead 1-0 as Connolly misses up and in. How awesome is Pedro Martinez?
He's been one of my all-time favorites,
Yeah.
and he always treats me so well. Whether no matter where he sees me,
Here's a swing and a foul back to the screen.
he
1-1.
will always come find me. He gives you the biggest bear hug. He acts like he's known me his whole life.
Yep.
You know, he does that to everyone. I'm not special, but he just makes you feel good. And if you played here and you wore the uniform and you won here, he just treats you like family, and it's so cool.
First of all, you are special. The 1-1 pitch is a strike on the outside corner. In a lot of different ways you are, but that is the essence of Pedro. I mean, one of the great competitors, one of the great pitchers, an all-timer, not just in Red Sox history, but literally in baseball history.
Yeah.
And the combination of personality and brain, 1-2, swing and a miss. Aranda is gone. You know, the word unique is misused a lot. People think that people are just a little bit different or unique. They're not. But you know what? Pedro is. He is one of one in terms of the combination of the competitive spirit, the heartfelt nature of him, his brain power. He is incredible. Here's Johnny DeLuca. The pitch to him is a fastball that misses inside for ball one.
Well, the storytelling is great. Like, hey, yeah, I got my arm strength from knocking coconuts out of trees with rocks. What? I love stuff like that.
1-0 is outside. You know, it's kind of funny because Xander, the great contact, we talked a lot about him yesterday. His uncle would throw him like almonds, and with a tiny little bat, he would hit those too. Isn't that amazing? The journey of all these guys. 2-0 to DeLuca. The pitch, strike on the inside corner.
I should have done that. There were times when I was hitting, it felt like a guy was flicking a Tic Tac at me.
And yet there were also times where it looked like a beach ball.
Very true.
2-1 pitch, fouled on the first base side. Hitting is a funny thing, isn't it? Where you just, the challenge to me anyway, I've never stood in a major league batter's box, but so much of it feels like it's just confidence based in between the ears.
Sure. You know, that, and then there's just so much work that goes into being able to compete at this level.
2-2, fouled off.
You know, and it's so easy to get down on yourself as a hitter because it's such a game of failure. You fail 7 times out of 10 in your career, you're a Hall of Famer. It's pretty crazy to think about it that way, right? You fail that much. But sometimes you got to look out there and be like, this guy's a professional too. I still hate him, but he's a pro.
2-2. He swung on and missed. Connolly, what a big pitch he made to end the inning before the Abreu homer. And now he strikes out DeLuca, and they're 2 down in this top of the fourth.
I'll tell you what, his four-seam above the zone with 2 strikes has been tremendous to this point. He's getting a lot of swing and miss on that.
Really, the sequence of the entire game was in that top of the third inning when he got delayed to strike out and then a double play from Caminero. And here now to Ben Williamson, a sinker on the outside corner for strike 1. What would you have thought about if you were in the right-handed batter's box and looked out and there was Pedro on the mound? 0-1. Yes, back to Connolly. He leaps. He gloves. He walks it to the mound. Underhand flip in time, and the inning is over. Do it, Connolly early. We go to the bottom of the fourth. 1-0 Red Sox on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Every Nissan Frontier is battle-tested. Its frame is twisted. Its door slammed 13,920 times. And its bed drop-tested over and over. We do all that to the V6-powered Frontier, so you never have to hold back. Nissan, ranked #1 in new vehicle quality among mainstream brands by J.D. Power. For J.D. Power 2025 U.S. Initial Quality Study Award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Awards based on 2025 model year. Newer models may be shown.
Discover top-rated stays loved by guests. Rated highest by real guests through authentic reviews. Vrbo. Book a vacation rental loved by guests.
Life can feel overwhelming, but on my podcast, From the Heart with Rachel Braithn, we're in it together. Every Friday, a new episode brings you a new story with topics on motherhood, wellness, self-love, and more. Listen to From the Heart with Rachel Braithn wherever you get your podcasts.
Who sells Michelin tires at the guaranteed lowest price? Town Fair Tire. Who gives you the most free services for the life of your Michelin tires? Town Fair Tire. So when you put it all together, who gives you the absolute best deal on a new set of Michelin tires? The answer couldn't be more obvious. For the absolute best deal on a new set of Michelin tires, nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody.
Name brands at discount prices. Town Fair Tire.
Treat mom to a delicious meal at the 99 restaurant this Mother's Day weekend. Dive into their famous colossal or hot buttered lobster rolls, enjoy juicy prime rib, or the legendary double barbecue turkey tips. Hurry in this weekend only. You gotta love the Nines.
Hey, it's Trevor Story. This is the home of the Sox, WEEI.
Hey, for all the moms in your life, Shaw's and Star Market have you covered. Mother's Day flowers, chocolate dipped strawberries, cupcakes, greeting cards, and gift cards. Gift options are endless at Shaw's and Star Market.
Beautiful. Here's Trevor's story.
Need some of those strawberries.
No kidding. Are you a chocolate dipped strawberry fan? Here's Trevor, who pops it right over our head. Yeah, I wouldn't put anything past you. The mother of your two beautiful daughters will be in town in a couple hours here. You probably got a dozen strawberries dipped in the room already.
Yeah, but I ate like 7 of them already.
Oh, 1 to Trevor. Swing and a miss at a sweeper, and it's 0-2. I can have like 1, you know?
I like the white chocolate ones.
Really?
Yeah, I'm a big white chocolate guy.
Not me.
Well, you're a loser.
Trevor's upset about something. I guess now the pitch clock is getting restarted. It's 0-2. White chocolate might be my new nickname for you. Story digs in, and he pops it up.
Get out of here.
On the first base side and out of play off the netting. Remains 0-2.
Well, since we had Pedro in here in the 3rd inning, that 3rd inning was brought to you by Citgo. Here's a club you'll want to get into, Club Citgo. Download the Club Citgo app now. Instantly save 23 cents per gallon on your first fill up. It's for you, Petey.
I'll never get enough of him. He is unbelievable.
Oh, by the way, you asked me how would I be in the box, or how would I feel facing him. If you've seen Rookie of the Year, I would step in the very back edge of the battered box, because you know he's buzzing the tower.
0-2 pitch, swinging a foul. My boys love that movie now.
It's the best.
We'll just be sitting in the backyard playing wiffle ball, and you hear, "Give him the good stuff."
Yeah. That, Little Big League.
Sandlot.
So many good baseball movies out there. They're not ready for Major League.
Not quite yet. 1-0 Red Sox in the 4th pitch. Trevor takes one in the dirt. You trying to start a holy war, Harris?
Bull Durham, The Natural.
Oh. We will have some time watching those films.
Although it's corny, Mr. 3000 is still fun.
Payton Tolley mustache.
Yes.
1-2 to Trevor.
Mr. Baseball.
The pitch. Ooh, swing and a miss at a sweeper on the outside corner. Yeah, there's 1 away. Now to bring up Cedon. He told you what the 3rd inning was brought to you by. The 4th inning is brought to you by Cars for Kids. Easiest way to get rid of your old car. Donate today, and your car can be picked up tomorrow. Donate now at carsforkids.com. And as you know, that's Cars with a K. All right, here's Cedon. Grounded to second his first time. Schultens is ready. He throws. Cedon drives one high and deep into left field. Is it high enough? It is back, and it's gone! Off the light standard, Cedon. Say goodbye. And it is 2-0 Red Sox.
Well, I wasn't sure that he got enough of this to get it out of here, because as soon as he made contact, Cedon put his head down, and he was trying to get on second base, had that caught the top of the monster. Just 99 off the bat, 379 feet, but that's all he needed to make this a 2-0 ball game.
It's felt like that's coming for him of late. The at-bats have been so good. He's got the Wally mask on in the dugout. Monasterio is patting him on the back as here's Marcelo. Pitch. Swinging a chopper up the middle on the right side. Ben Williamson, the second baseman's got it. He throws to first in time. There are those who say the Wally mask has got to go. Beat it, I say.
Why?
It's awesome.
Why?
It's so fun.
Stop being a hater.
On all levels.
That was a hanging slider. Cedon clipped it.
And, watching the slow-mo, it definitely got in on his hands. That's why he was out of the box thinking, I don't want to be stuck on first base if this goes off the monster. Got to get in scoring position. Which I love that out of him, right? He just got out of the box.
He's having a great year.
He really is.
Here's Carlos Narvaez. The pitch to him is a strike. Another ding-dong Johnson for Pedro Martinez.
I love that he started calling the home run with you. It is out of here.
I just decided to shut up and let Pedro go.
Let Pedro. Yes, Mr. Pedro Martinez.
Si, senor. Here's Narvaez waiting for an 0-1. The pitch, swing, and a miss. A good sweeper, and it's 0-2. Nice job there, Joe.
I need that as a ringtone.
There's something so great about grown men wearing that Wally mask in the dugout. It's just perfect.
Good. Baseball's fun.
It's
should a game. I know it's a job and a profession, and there's a lot on the line here, but it's a game.
0-2. Pitch high with a fastball. And Pedro was that way too. I mean, not on his start days. Don't talk to him, leave him alone. But he was the ultimate joker in the clubhouse.
They got him too. Don't forget him being taped to the pole down there.
1-2. 2-0 Red Sox. The pitch is grounded foul outside of third. 110 pitch brought to you by 110 Grill. Gluten-free dining done right. Visit us at any of our 33 locations throughout New England. One and two to El Capitan. Narvaez was hit by a pitch his first time. 1-2, line foul.
Homers are fun.
Yes, they are.
Oh, instant run production. But all I go back to is that bases loaded, no outs, and Connolly getting out of that.
Huge. Strikeout and a double play. 1-2. Popped up right to you, Will.
Oh, it's short.
Just a little short. It's interesting, and it is so much a tell about what Connolly early is as a pitcher. Just unrattled in a bases loaded spot.
Yeah, it was huge. He knew Valade, if he could get that strikeout, he felt like he had, even with Caminero up there, a chance to get a double play. Made a couple pitches.
Well, I love what Pedro said about that, too. 1-2, and Narvaez swings and misses. He's gone. He said, I don't care about the dude on deck. It's about the guy in the box, and he got him. Cedon gets Schultens. Adios pelota. Ding-dong Johnson for the Red Sox. We go to the fifth inning. 2-0. Sox lead on the Shaws. Then Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Every Nissan Frontier is battle-tested. Its frame is twisted. Its door slammed 13,920 times. And its bed drop-tested over and over. We do all that to the V6-powered Frontier, so you never have to hold back. Nissan, ranked #1 in new vehicle quality among mainstream brands by J.D. Power. For J.D. Power 2025 U.S. Initial Quality Study award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Awards based on 2025 model year. Newer models may be shown.
When you can't agree on what to eat or you're settling for whatever, mealtime could be more trouble than it's worth. That's where Wonder comes in. Download the app for access to everything you're craving. Mix and match hundreds of dishes from over 20 exclusive menus in one free delivery. Say goodbye to compromise. From poke bowls to filet mignon, it's all on Wonder. Enjoy 50% off your first 2 orders with code CRAVINGS. That's code CRAVINGS for 50% off. Download the Wonder app today. Terms apply. See wonder.com/new customer for more.
The podcast Campus Files is back with more stories of scandal, crime, and intrigue on college campuses.
It is not hard to destroy a college.
It's almost like a university under siege.
Listen to and follow Campus Files. Available now wherever you get your podcasts.
Wait! Before you change the station, listen to this.
Your car at carsforkids.org. That's cars with a K. Pickup is quick and easy. You'll also get a vacation voucher and a tax deduction. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Rich, Ken, and Ted. Weekday afternoons, 2 to 6. Now, back to the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
comfortably numb here at Fenway Park as the Red Sox lead the Tampa Bay Rays 2-0. Connolly early back on the mound. Game score brought to you by Veg ER for Pets, the official emergency vet group of the Red Sox radio network. 2-0 Sox. They've been out hit 3-2, but they've hit 2 massive solo home runs. Here's Chandler Simpson. The Red Sox corner infielders crash in as Chandler takes a strike on the outside corner. You were trying to talk. It helps to turn the microphone on before you do that.
Well, it's better when I have it off in between innings.
That is most definitely true. If you want to stay employed, 0-1 to Simpson. Pitch to him is a strike on the inside corner, 0-2.
Somebody would employ me, but it would have to be like Barstool. Let's be honest. All right.
Joe Braithn back at the flagship WEEI. It's my favorite thing in the world. Watching you make him feel so uncomfortable. The 0-2 pitch is a little bit outside a sweeper to Simpson, and it's a ball and 2 strikes.
Well, we all love Joe.
We do.
We wouldn't mess with him if we didn't love him.
It's totally true. You leave the people alone you don't like. Especially love him when his voice cracks between innings. 1-2.
Little delayed puberty with Braverman.
He takes such great care of us. So does Doug Lane. Doug's got the Manuka honey in the booth for us now. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. He got him. Connolly early is really settling into this game. Good sweeper. And there's one away. Will, you've been in these kind of games. I mean, it's 2-0 Red Sox. It could have easily been 5-0 Rays.
Oh, yeah.
The pitches he made, such impressive composure.
I'll tell you, it's energizing to your offense when you load the bases up. You think, oh, here we go. And then you get out of it. You can't wait to go hit. Let's go get him a run or more.
Here's a pitch to Nick Fortes. That pitch missed a little bit. It's one. I've never heard you say that. Is that a real thing? You really feel like you need to pick a guy up?
Yeah, it sparks you. You're like, all right, he did his job. I got to do mine.
A 1 on the ground in the left field. That's a base hit. Durbin thought he had a chance at that. It was just hit too hard off the bat of Fortes. So he's got a 1-out single into left field.
Yeah, sometimes they just find a hole, right? It was hit relatively hard. Actually, no, it wasn't. 85 off the bat. It was just seeing eye almost, just right through the 6 hole.
Oh, he's been good at finding that. Here's Taylor Walls, who takes a pitch down and in for ball 1. 2-0 Red Sox. Going on, 1 out at the top of the 5th inning. Connolly, after getting out of that big jam, he's just been fantastic. Struck out 4 of the last 7 hitters. The 1-0 is popped up. Straight back over Will's head. Out of play. And it's 1-1.
He's really dialed in the command. He's been getting ahead of just about everybody since that inning.
Get you the Subaru of New England scoreboard in a moment. Let love bloom in a 2026 Subaru. Get yours at SubaruofNewEngland.com. Yankees are in Milwaukee, and the Brewers are all over them. 4-0 in the 2nd inning. 1-1.
Zarowski's throwing gas.
He is. The pitch is a chopper foul. I believe I saw something where a couple times he's been over 103.
Over? Goodness. We saw him here, right? He was dialed against us for, 4 or 5 innings and then completely fell apart.
They did get to him, which I think that thing has got to be part of this Red Sox offense identity. Kind of 5 punch outs, 1 and 2 to Walls. Here's the pitch. And he tries to check his swing. Did he? Yes. He did not go around it. It's 2-2. This is an essential hitter here. I mean, you got Yandy Diaz on deck. Taylor Walls is a glove-first player. You got to attack him. 2-2. Double play depth behind Connolly. He sets, and he throws over to first. Nick Fortes does not have a stolen base this year. It seems to me to not be one where they're real concerned he's going to run. Contreras holding him over there, 2-2. Bigger lead now. Pitch is strike 3 on the outside corner. Curveball from Connolly. He is rolling. That is 6 punch outs, and they're 2 away.
I think Taylor Walls maybe could have challenged that. It was a little below the zone, but it was close. 6th strikeout of the game.
So now here is Yandy Diaz, who's been called out on strikes and been hit by a pitch. Infield backs up, 2 down, early at the belt. He throws. Yandy takes down and in. Diaz up there. And Valade on deck. Who's on deck is brought to you by TimberTech Decking and Railing. Everything wood should be. Visit timbertech.com. 1-0 the pitch. Strike on the inside corner. Fastball, and it's 1-1. Connolly early's doing stuff that would make Pedro Martinez proud tonight. Attacking hitters.
That's it. That is when he's at his best.
1-1. Here's the pitch. Yandy takes a little outside. It's so fun to watch Connolly throw. Fearless.
Maybe that West Point experience he had a couple years going to school at West Point. You got to think that does something to your mentality.
And no doubt about it. He comes from a military family. 2-1 to Yandy. The pitch outside. Sinking fastball. And it's 3-1. Even this I like from Connolly. This is a dude that can really hurt you. I mean, it's not like you want to bring the tying run to the plate, but you're not nearly as afraid of Valade, who's on deck.
Hey, Yandy's smart. He might sit changeup here, 3-1. They look like they're trying to go in, though.
Here it is. And it's fouled back. That was a fastball, 94 miles an hour. He's thinking with you, 3-2.
Yeah, that's the thing. And Narvi's really good at that, of saying, okay, I know the hitter that's in the count. He's a veteran. He's been around. He's obviously pitching him very careful in this at bat. And get to that 3-1 count, so often he will go to changeup. But to combat that, Narvi goes fastball in, and he was late.
Diaz has got like the ultimate warrior face, eye black on his cheeks. 3-2. Pitch is swung on and missed. He got him. He went around on a pitch down on the inner half, a changeup, and Yandy is retired. Connolly early strikes out the side with a single in between. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. 2-0 Red Sox lead the Rays on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Every Nissan Frontier is battle tested. Its frame is twisted. Its door slammed 13,920 times. And its bed drop tested over and over. We do all that to the V6 powered Frontier, so you never have to hold back. Nissan, ranked #1 in new vehicle quality among mainstream brands by J.D. Power. For J.D. Power 2025 U.S. Initial Quality Study Award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Awards based on 2025 model year. Newer models may be shown.
From taco night in Tulum to sushi in Tokyo, every bite is rewarding and post-worthy with Amex Gold's 4 times membership rewards points at restaurants worldwide. Wherever you dine, points are piling up. So bring your friends along for your next course, because it's not all about the posts. It's about the company and the memories. How can Gold from Amex sweeten your next food moment? Learn more at americanexpress.com/explore-gold. Terms and points cap apply.
Hey, what's up, flies? This is David Spade.
Dana Carvey.
Look, I know we never actually left, but I'll just say it. We are back with another season of Fly on the Wall.
Every episode, including ones with guests, will now be on video. Every Thursday, you'll hear us and see us chatting with big-name celebrities.
And every Monday, you're stuck with just me and Dana. We react to news, what's trending, viral clips.
Follow and listen to Fly on the Wall everywhere you get your podcasts.
The Chase Ink Business Premier Card is made for people who make things happen, like me. I'm Sam, founder and CEO of Manifest, a product design company that makes everyday products designed smarter. I get 2.5% cash back on purchases of $5,000 or more, plus unlimited 2% cash back on all other purchases, which helps us make more smart ideas into a brilliant reality.
The Ink Business Premier Card. Chase for business. Make more of what's yours. Real business owner compensated for their participation. Cards issued by JP Morgan Chase Bank, NA member FDIC, subject to credit approval. Terms apply.
The Christian Arcan Show, weekday afternoons starting at 6. Now back to the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Caleb Durbin in there to begin things in the bottom of the 5th. He takes a fastball on the inside corner for strike 1. Jesse Schultens giving up a couple solo home runs to Abreu and Cedon. Fun night so far at Fenway. 0-1 to Durbin. Hit it hard his first time, but caught it second here. Pitch that was really borderline, called a strike on the inside corner, and it's 0-2. Might have just barely clipped inside bottom half of the zone.
Fortes having a little issue with his pitch calm earpiece.
Would you like to tell us about your New England Ford dealers?
I would. The Red Sox on WEI brought to you by your New England Ford dealers and employee pricing for all. You pay what we pay. Ford, the official vehicle of Major League Baseball, and that dirty water.
You've never paid for anything in your life. 0-2 to Caleb Durbin. The pitch is outside, breaking ball.
What? Who do you think I am, Pedro?
He never, ever should buy a drink in this town ever again.
I was hoping we could get Poppy in here, but he's probably on a flight to Barcelona right now.
1-2. Pitch. Chop foul. You've told us about what a delight it was to play with him. I would have given anything after games to be in those hotel rooms with you guys, just talking baseball.
Well, I mean, we did combine for 584 homers.
Fortes continues to have pitch calm issues.
Quite the tandem.
That's like the Aaron brothers, who have the all-time record because of Henry.
Yeah. It was fun. Like there were some times where we hit 4 and 5, and I'll never forget. There were times when I was behind him in the lineup when I was hot, and it was like, I'm protecting David Ortiz.
Crazy.
Who made this lineup? And then you're like, oh, Bobby V. I got it. All right, never mind. It's not that cool. Oh, good times.
From the jump, it was pretty different in that 12 season. 1-2 to Durbin. That is outside. And it's 2-2. It's the trivia question: what brother tandem has the most home runs? And it's 768. Henry hit 755 and Tommy 13.
That's awesome. That is awesome.
2-2 is low. You know, to be serious for a minute though, there is pressure on that, isn't it? I mean, you know that David's going to get pitched very carefully. You feel, I would think, in that spot, kind of obligated to pick him up.
Oh, of course. I mean. He was so good, though. Like, if he got one pitch a night to hit, he would hit it out of the ballpark.
Amazing. 3-2. Pitch is strike 3 called on the inside corner. Sweeper. And Durbin knew it. And there's one away. Well, I did have a Mafre feeling about Wilyer Abreu. I told Pedro that he would hit a home run for him. He indeed paid that off. If I can flip the pages quickly enough, I'll tell you exactly about my Mafre feeling. Here's Jarren Duran. Pitch to him. He is fouled off the end of the bat. Mafre Insurance. Peace of mind. That's the Mafre feeling. Visit MafreInsurance.com. MAPFRE. 0-1, 2-0 Red Sox. Bottom 5 the pitch. Way outside with the splitter. It's 1-1.
Hey, today's Red Sox code word of the game is Gate B. You know, out there by the statues of all those guys who are here today. Yeah. Make sure to enter your code word in the member portal today to claim your points.
The teammates are down there. 1-1 the pitch. A little low. Sinker to Duran. It's 2-1.
I mean, David's got to get a statue at some point.
100%.
And it's got to be the one, you know, he's hitting on plate. He's pointing to his mom, you know, pointing up to the sky.
I would think so.
Yeah, me too.
2-1. Pitch. Popped up into shallow left field. Coming on is Simpson. Back goes the shortstop Walls. He's there to make the play. And they're 2 down.
Then again, how cool would it be to have that here, but then have one down by the finish line of him giving his speech with his hand in the air? From the first game back after the marathon bombings?
No doubt about it.
How cool would that be?
I won't repeat what he said. I got in trouble for it last time.
You know what? You did, and I get it, but it was perfect. Because for that day, you're repeating what a legend said on one of the most special days here.
Here's Wilson Contreras, who takes the pitch outside, and they'll challenge. That looked borderline to me. I don't think that's a strike, actually.
It's down. Not even that close, I don't think.
No, and it's a ball. It's really a weird time to challenge. You know,
yeah,
base is empty,
on.
2 down.
Yeah. Thank you.
When you're in this ballpark on that day, we were talking about all your emotions coming onto the field that day in 2013. Couldn't help myself. 1-0 to Contreras is outside, a sinker, and it's 2-0.
You know, I'm an emotional guy when it comes to certain things, but I don't really show it, right? It's different now that I have little girls and I'm softer, but that day, I at some point always have tears in my eyes.
Me too. 2-0 is a strike on the outside corner. And the longer you're around this place, the longer you're a part of the culture and the family that is the Red Sox.
Well, and there's so many people that I've stayed in touch with, or whether they were victims I visited in the hospitals or family members, and just there's so much, it's heavy, you know, there's so much meaning to it.
2-0 Sox. The 2-1 to Wilson is down and away. Yeah, and it's 3-1. What was it like walking into those rooms at the hospital with those victims?
Heartbreaking, man.
Yeah.
You know, and yet again, it was a reminder and put in perspective how important our jobs were here. People cared.
3-1. Wilson sells out, swings and misses. There are so many guys on this team. I mean, Garrett Whitlock is the captain, but Trevor Story does this all the time. There are guys who just show up at the clinic and at hospitals unannounced. They don't make a big deal about it.
No, that's what it's about. When you put on a Red Sox uniform, that comes along with it.
3-2 with 2 down. The base is empty to Contreras. Pitch. Swinging a chopper foul on the third base side. You tell me that almost from the moment you were drafted here, that was just part of the deal.
It was. It started more when, you know, they have a rookie development program for guys that were in AA or AAA. They think they'll get to the big leagues that next season. They bring in a group of, 10 guys or so, and they take you to the Jimmy Fund, and they introduce you to that and what it means to be here.
3-2 to Contreras. Pitch is inside. I think that hit the bat, not his hands. A foul ball straight back. Lisa is incredible over there.
Lisa Scherber, yes, she is. Legend.
I mean, all the doctors, all the nurses, they prioritize comfort and happiness for the kids, the parents. It is God's work. There's no doubt about it. 3-2 to Wilson Contreras. Here's the pitch. Way outside, ball 4. That moment in 13, of course, connected your team, this franchise to the city in a way that we hope never has to happen again. But I do think it underscores how deep the ties run between the people who live all around here and how much they live and die with what happens here every night.
And as a player here, you get connected to the fan base, but I am forever, I feel like, connected with this city and this because of that, right? And you never want anything like that to happen, but I feel like that was the silver lining of it. That was the good that did come from it, was just the relationship I've built with people here.
Kyle Snyder's out to the mound to talk it over with Schultens. He might be nearing the end here. You got Wilyer Abreu, then Yoshida. Although the Rays only have right-handed action going in the bullpen. 2-0 Sox, bottom 5. Contreras at first with 2 outs. Wilyer homered his last time. He's also walked tonight. The pitch is outside. Look, there's a dude who plays right field for the New York Yankees that's going to be the starter for the American League for a long, long time in the All-Star game. But Wilyer is totally deserving to be on that team for, I think, this year and many to come. 1-0. The pitch is dropped by the catcher. Contreras is going to go to second. That's one of those weird, almost like cross-up situations. That should be a passed ball, and Contreras is up to second base.
Fortes was set up away, and this is a four-seamer yanked down and in, and he just simply couldn't get over there. It went right off of the top of the webbing to the backstop.
2-0. This is going to be violent right here from Abreu. We know him well enough. This is going to be a huge swing. 2-0. Pitch is down and in. He got a splitter. Good take, and it's 3-0.
Yeah, with the base open, he probably...
And now they'll walk him. They'll just put him on.
I don't blame him.
Because that was the most obvious green light 3-0 for Abreu ever, and now they'll turn it over to Massa.
Well, the problems are starting to pile up, and that walk is brought to you by North Shore Adult Diapers. For even the heaviest control problems, visit northshore.com.
You kind of need one tonight, don't you?
Could always use one.
Here comes Kevin Cash. He's going to make a move. They've seen enough of Schulten's. And they will go to their bullpen. But again, sort of unconventional. They're not that left-handed heavy in their bullpen, these Tampa Bay Rays. But they've just reached the limit with Schulten's. In the bullpen, they have Clevenger, who we saw last night, and Seymour. But they just want to upgrade here against Yoshida.
Yeah, and this is going to be Mason Englert.
Dominant. Big spot here. Sox with 2 on, 2 out, leading by 2. Back to Fenway after this pitching change brought to you by JetBlue. Proud to be the official airline of Boston sports. JetBlue.com, 1-800-JetBlue. Back for more after this on the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
During this call to the bullpen, your New England Ford dealers remind you that this is the perfect time to check out all their great Ford truck offers at Ford.com/local. You'll find special deals on Ford F-150, built Ford tough and smarter than ever. The legendary Super Duty, our most capable heavy-duty pickup, and the versatile Maverick, ready for your next adventure. Visit Ford.com/local and see why now's the time to buy or lease your new Ford truck.
Hi, I'm Mike. And I'm Mark, the owners of Reliable Fence, New England's leading fencing company. Our high-quality fences protect and beautify your property, and always at a fair price. And right now, you can save big with our annual Spring into Savings sale, where you'll save 20%. Just go to ReliableFencing.com. That's reliable, FENCING.com for the best fence around. Reliable Fence.
Mason Englert, who's off to a rough start this season in 9 appearances, just off the IL. He's got a 7.11 ERA, and he'll face Masataka Yoshida. Red Sox already with a 2-run lead. Trying to tack on here. Yoshida in this game has popped out to third and grounded to first. Big spot, though. Big chance for him right here. Backed up and over to Pohl on the infield. Yeah, and Contreras playing head games with Englert. The pitch is a strike on the inside corner. He's pointing with his left hand back to second. Whether they have anything on Englert or not, the gamesmanship is half the battle.
Can I tell you what that was?
Yes.
I have no idea. I was going to come up with something, but I have no idea what that was.
0-1. And now he's got his hands over his head. The pitch is popped up on the infield. That was a changeup there. Caminero comes on. He makes the play. And the inning is over. Sox leave 2. They lead by 2. 6th inning next in the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Every Nissan Frontier is battle-tested. Its frame is twisted. Its door slammed 13,920 times. And its bed drop-tested over and over. We do all that to the V6-powered Frontier, so you never have to hold back. Nissan, ranked #1 in new vehicle quality among mainstream brands by J.D. Power. For J.D. Power 2025 U.S. Initial Quality Study Award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Awards based on 2025 model year. Newer models may be shown.
Hey there, I'm Kendra Adachi, and my show, The Lazy Genius Podcast, helps you be a genius about the things that matter and lazy about the things that don't, and you get to decide what matters. I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm here to give you a new way to see. Episodes of the Lazy Genius Podcast are full of compassionate time management tips and permission slips to do what makes sense for you. New episodes drop every Monday. Follow and listen to the Lazy Genius Podcast on the free Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Ford is here for those who build America. Those who believe that giving everything we've got today will pay off tomorrow. Who will drive America forward for 250 years to come. If that's who you are, you value what we value. Now offering employee pricing. American value for American values. Go to Ford.com or your local Ford dealer for more information.
You're listening to
Connolly Early is in control Into the 6th we go. Ryan Valade pops up a bunt on the third base side. Connolly off the mound is more than happy to make the play. And there's one down.
Tell you what, this Rays team, I mean, we got a good look at it last night. They're like the best college team of all time. The way that, and that's, I don't mean that in a derogatory type of way. They just play so much small ball. Half of their lineup will lay a button down. It's hard to defend.
The old pop up to the pitcher for out number 1. Here's Junior Caminero. He takes a strike on the inside corner. Connolly has been super efficient tonight. 71 pitches now thrown. The weather looks awful tomorrow. The Red Sox will not throw Rangers Suarez. 0-1. Hammered foul on the third base side. They just want to give him time. They don't think anything's wrong, but they just figure just slow roll it a little bit and pitch him against the Phillies. Payton Tolley scheduled to pitch tomorrow, but I think the odds of baseball tomorrow are extremely low.
Looks like 2 on Mother's Day. A mom and a stepmom.
Although I've heard from the Players Union that might not be possible. That was a good line, by the way. 0-2 is fouled off on the third base side. They might just say we're not doing a doubleheader Sunday and indeed do it right out of the All-Star break.
Oh, that makes sense too.
A mom and a stepmom.
Some people have 2 moms.
Learning about that more and more. The 0-2 pitch is high with a fastball, and it is 1-2. Although it would be fitting to see Tolley pitch in the rain, given his now famous love for his stories of Noah's Ark. Here's the 1-2, and it's a line hopper to second. Marcelo bobbles a little bit, but he regains control, throws to first in time. That was a missile, and they're 2 down.
That was 109 off the bat.
Yeah, sure.
Just a oops, one-handed ground ball, 109. Caminero, man. Goodness gracious. Everything he hits is hard.
Two down, bases empty for Jonathan Aranda. Here's the pitch. Strike on the outside corner. Aranda's like the poster boy for this era of Rays baseball. By the way, the bullpen not needed. Bullpen report brought to you by Interlock Metal Roofing. Visit NewEnglandMetalRoofing.com and never re-roof again. 0-1. Pitch. A little bit outside. I mean, look, the Rays have had plenty of misses. Not every deal they make works out, but there are guys like Aranda that come over and it just makes sense. And they all flourish in Tampa as Connolly gets a called strike. That looked outside. They will challenge.
I think I got the edge. I think they're going to be out of challenges after this.
And you're right.
Call's confirmed. This is a strike. Tampa Bay is out of challenges.
Do you know what? This is my first look at this guy, Steven Jashinsky. He's had a great zone behind home plate.
Yeah, he sure has. And Sean Barber last night, another young umpire, was very good.
1-2, 2 down, bases empty. Pitch. A little bit high. That's the thing about this ABS. It's proven to us how good these guys mostly are.
Yeah, for the most part. You have your Laz Diaz and CB Buckners out there.
2-2. Pitch. Just low. Carlos thought about it, but I think that did miss beneath the zone. And it is 3-2. 2-0 Red Sox in the top of the 6th. Connolly throws. Line down the left field line. Foul. And out of play.
But Aranda at the top of the league in RBI, tied with Aaron Judge. 29 driven in.
I think I'd probably bet on Judge to win the race to the finish line.
I think I saw 348 RBIs in the last 3 seasons.
Just ridiculous. 3-2, high. Ball 4. Connolly will not like that. It's a really good plate appearance there by Aranda. These Rays, they just find a way to find talent, maximize their skills. And here comes Johnny DeLuca. Speaking of Aaron Judge, the Yankees on the Subaru of New England scoreboard. They're in the fourth inning in Milwaukee. They trail 5-0. Here's a beautiful curveball on the outside corner, strike one. Blue Jays lead the Angels 2-0 in Toronto in the sixth inning. Baltimore trailing 3-2 in the sixth with the Athletics at Camden. 0-1 is a changeup swung on and missed. 0-2. Connolly is a delight to watch pitch. Mix and match and everything in any count. Next one popped up on the infield. Connolly is going to be a little league pitcher. He makes the play himself. Why not? Connolly, how about that? When's the last time a pitcher has had 2 putouts in a half inning?
I could not tell you, but I bet Joe Castig's could.
Yeah, 1983.
Jim Palmer.
2-0 Sox, bottom 6 next. In the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Every Nissan Frontier is battle-tested. Its frame is twisted. Its door slammed 13,920 times. And its bed drop-tested over and over. We do all that to the V6-powered Frontier, so you never have to hold back. Nissan, ranked #1 in new vehicle quality among mainstream brands by J.D. Power. For J.D. Power 2025 U.S. Initial Quality Study award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Awards based on 2025 model year. Newer models may be shown.
Lemonade! Fresh squeezed lemonade! Lemonade? Oh, nuts.
Is your business struggling to be seen? Not reaching the right customers?
Yeah.
Odyssey's here to help. Your one-stop shop for digital marketing.
Wait, really?
With targeted digital media, plus SEO, SEM, social, OTT, and more, we help your business reach the right audience and drive results.
Whoa, hey, one at a time.
Stop missing out on valuable customers. Visit digitallocalads.com to learn more about our local advertising solutions. That's digitallocalads.com.
Okay, people, line starts here.
Hey, it's Lou. For all the moms in your life, Shaw's and Star Market have you covered. Beautiful Mother's Day flowers? Check. Chocolate dipped strawberries or candy? Check. Balloons, greeting cards, gift cards. The gift options are endless. How about a mixed flower vase and a gift bag? Hand-tied floral bouquet, roses, an orchid, and don't forget cake or a cupcake. A one-stop shop for Mother's Day. Stop by Shaw's and Star Market this weekend, the official supermarket of the Red Sox Radio Network.
Get a $15 O'Reilly gift card after rebate when you buy 5 quarts of Mobil 1 full synthetic motor oil at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Snakes, zombies, public speaking. The list of fears is endless. But the real danger is in your hand when you're behind the wheel. Distracted driving is what's really scary and even deadly. Eyes forward. Don't drive distracted. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Jones and Keefe.
Weekdays 10 to 2.
Now back to the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Trevor Story leads it off as we go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Mason Englert continues and a first pitch strike on the inside corner.
That said cutter, but that was every bit of a slider. It was 84 miles an hour. It's weird how it reads pitches sometimes.
0-1 to Trevor. He bluffs a bunt and actually does not pull the bat back. He went around. Sinker got by him. It's 0-2. We keep talking about it. That slider, cutter, whatever it was, if Trevor's right, that thing's on Lansdowne. That was a spinner right where he likes it.
Yeah, I hate seeing him like this. A lot of people do.
Life as a big league hitter is so hard, and he is just in between 0-2. Here's the pitch. It's fouled off. You know, what's interesting is even the in-between pitch stuff for him looks different. It's like more mechanical, up and down, trying to jive with the pitcher.
Yeah.
He's such a great athlete. He's so fluid.
That's it. Remember last year, or maybe it was 2 years ago, he said, look, I just want to, I'm forgetting everything, and I'm just going to be athletic. That's what he's got to get back to.
It just looks sort of automated right now. 0-2. Trying to time up Englert. Pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. Curveball in the outside corner. Trevor Story is 7,000 times the athlete that I ever was, ever would be in my dreams. Watching him, he's searching, he's trying to find something. It does just look a little rigid right now.
Yeah.
So he's gone. One down. Here's Cedon, who launched one his last time.
Not a big offensive day at all for the Sox. They have 2 hits, and they both left the ballpark.
Homers are fun.
Yes, they are. They help a lot.
Cedon now with 3 big flies and 16 driven in. He's hitting .274. The pitch is a strike, but he challenges, and I love it. I think that was off the inside. And either way, I like the confidence that he has.
It's close.
The call's confirmed. The pitch is a strike.
I mean, by 1/100th of a baseball. But I like it. I mean, really, I like Cedon getting a little more assertive in terms of trying to find out what the strike zone looks like. 0-1. Here's the pitch. Way outside with a cutter.
I think I would just have a hard time as a hitter challenging an 0-0 pitch.
Yep.
Unless I absolutely know.
Or the bases are loaded.
True, yeah.
1-1. Here's the pitch. Cedon swings and misses at a curve, and it's 1-2. Don't you think this is the best he's ever looked at the plate? I mean, he's had spots where he goes in these home run binges. I just think the strike zone command has been exceptional for him, and so is 2-strike hitting.
He's been so much more calm. Right, and seeing the ball deeper, taking his hits the other way. Not everything is trying to leave the ballpark.
1-2. One down, bases empty. The pitch is a ball. He thought he just struck out. He walked towards the dugout, but it was low. And again, this umpire, Steven Jashinsky, is having an incredible night with the zone. He's not missed one. 2-2. The pitch is chopped toward third. Coming on is Caminero. It's under his glove and into left field. Cedon didn't see it. He'll have to hold it first. And the Red Sox have a 1-out base runner.
I don't think if he's getting a second base on that anyways. You don't want to get thrown out there. Just one of those choppers. It's a do-or-die play for a third baseman when you have a hitter who can run like Cedon. You have to come get that. It forces you to try to get the in-between hop. He went for it and just whiffed on it.
But that does have to be scored an error, doesn't it?
No. On a do-or-die play? No. They gave it a hit.
They did? Here's Marcelo. And a throw to first instead. This is a great spot for Cedon to run.
Yeah, definitely. Especially with Englert. I know he's had a tough season. He just came off the IL, had a little inflammation in the elbow. But his stuff looks really good tonight.
One on, one out. Marcelo is twice grounded out. He takes a pitch outside a curve. And it is 1-0. 2-0 Red Sox in the bottom of this 6th inning. They have scored an error on Caminero at third base.
2 hits, 2 runs,
1-0. Cedon leading over there. Not running the pitch. Down and in. I hear what you're saying about do or die. You just have to commit either way.
Yeah, that's one of the ones that's not hit hard. So you look like a goofball when you miss it, but it's a really difficult play because you have to come pick that in-between hop and then throw it on the run to get a speedy guy.
So as they scored an error, you wonder whether that's one that the Rays might ask him to look back at. 2-0 is a high fly into left field. It hangs up. Simpson to his left is there to make the play. And they're 2 down for Carlos Narvaez. We take 10 seconds for station ID on the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
From the WEEI studios, 93.7 WEEI FM and HD1, Lawrence, Boston. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
Will Fleming, Will Middlebrooks, Doug Lane here in the booth with us at Fenway. Joe Braverman back at WEEI. Here's Narvaez, who's been hit by a pitch and struck out. Cedon leading at first. Pitch is skied into shallow right field. Coming on is the right fielder, out to second baseman Williamson, who's really good. He's there to make the play, and the inning is over. Narvaez is super frustrated with himself at the plate. We go to the 7th inning, 2-0 Sox on the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Dinner time. It's more than just a meal. It's when work comes to a halt, where macaroni masterpieces are made and little moments turn into lasting memories. With the Blue Cash Preferred Card, you can get 6% cash back at U.S. supermarkets. So you can bring home the flavors that bring everyone together. We did say everyone. Make the special moments even more rewarding. Learn more at americanexpress.com/explore-BCP. Terms and cashback cap apply with Blue Cash Preferred.
Every Nissan Frontier is battle-tested. Its frame is twisted. Its door slammed 13,920 times. And its bed drop-tested over and over. We do all that to the V6-powered Frontier, so you never have to hold back. Nissan, ranked #1 in new vehicle quality among mainstream brands by J.D. Power. For J.D. Power 2025 U.S. Initial Quality Study award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Awards based on 2025 model year. Newer models may be shown.
What's up, little psychos? I'm Investigator Slater, host of the Psychopedia podcast. Psychopedia is a true crime podcast delivering raw, real, and absolutely gripping episodes every single week. I dig deep to uncover fascinating details of heinous true crime cases while exploring criminology and psychology theories. I take you into the absolute darkest corners of the human psyche, my favorite territory, and present cases like you've never heard them before. Follow and listen to Psychopedia everywhere you get your podcasts.
You're listening to the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
The Shaws and Star Market Grand Slam Summer Sweepstakes, your chance to win free groceries for a year plus other incredible prizes. Official rules at Shaws or starmarket.com/Grand Slam.
I did Shaws to pick up some Mother's Day gifts on my way home today or tomorrow as Connolly early, facing Ben Williamson, paints the inside corner with strike one. I don't think I'll get the white chocolate dipped strawberries that you love, but we'll see.
Well, it's not about you.
0-1 is swung on miss by Williamson, a changeup, and it's 0-2.
What's your go-to Mother's Day? Is there something you do every year, or you switch it up?
I mean, I'm pretty basic in that way where you just, the breakfast in bed, that kind of stuff. Zach Kelly is warming in the Red Sox bullpen.
So what do you make?
I'm an excellent omelet chef.
Excellent? Nice.
Excellent. 0-2 the pitch. Fouled off on the first base side. Yeah, so we'll get up, make Mom maybe an omelet and a waffle, something like that. I don't want to give the whole plan away, but, when you have kids, it's just about that, right? Just spending time together in the morning. Especially with the ball game looming. 0-2 pitch. High liner into right field, but right at Abreu. He's there to his left to make the play. And there's one away. The hardest part, I think, about birthdays, Mother's Day, is trying to do something that is a little different, heartfelt.
Yeah.
Mom's not listening right now. That's the good thing. So I could tell you that we've got some kids' projects, art pieces ready to go.
That's big in my house.
Here is Chandler Simpson on the ground to the right side. Marcelo backhands, he throws to first. His internal clock is awesome, and they're 2 away.
I mean, I love that nobody on, and the infield was playing like halfway. They weren't at their normal depth. They weren't all the way in. They were just kind of in the middle of the infield dirt. And even then, ground ball to Marcelo, and Chandler almost beat that out.
He did, and yet there is that clock in all these great infielders to just know, I got to hurry up and get it out.
Mm-hmm.
Here's Nick Fortes. Right-handed hitter. 2 down, top 7. Red Sox leading 2-0. Connolly throws. High pop. Third base side foul. Durbin early and Narvaez come together, and Caleb catches it, but I think it hit the screen first.
Oh, that was
close. Get that right. It did hit the netting.
It's like it was skating its way down the netting. I need to see a replay. I think that's closer than you think.
Yeah, but don't you think it hit the netting first?
It looked it, but it could have been the glove. But no, they're not going to look at it. It did. It ricocheted just off the net. Waiting to see a replay. Here we go.
They do come back on that side.
Yeah, it did.
Oh,
it did.
Yeah, it
hit
so
actually about
close.
3 feet above the glove as it came down.
Yeah, but still a great attempt by Durbin. 0-1 to Fortes, who's 2 for 2 tonight. Connolly throws. That is down and in. Did he go? No. Connolly shakes a little bit. Has the one he wants. Narvaez into the crouch, the 1-1. Down and in. The bigger misses he's had today. Kind of a yanked fastball. 93 pitches thrown, and it's 2-1. We will talk a lot about it, though, on Sunday, how much we all appreciate the jobs that our moms do to help us live this crazy life. As a 2-1 pitch is fouled into the upper deck on the right field side, and it's 2-2. Cannot do it without an incredible support system at home. Not possible. 2 down, bases empty. 2-0 Red Sox lead the Rays. Here's the pitch. And a foul. By the way, how about this? Jen Powell, the female umpire, is going to have home plate at Fenway Park on Mother's Day.
They had to have done that on purpose, right? They had to have lined it up because, of course, she should.
It's amazing. 2-2 is strike 3 called. They want a challenge, and they don't have any. Adios to Mr. Fortes. Connolly punches him out. We go to the stretch at Fenway. 2-0 Red Sox on the Shaws and Star Market. WEEI.
Every Nissan Frontier is battle-tested. Its frame is twisted. Its door slammed 13,920 times. And its bed drop-tested over and over. We do all that to the V6-powered Frontier, so you never have to hold back. Nissan, ranked #1 in new vehicle quality among mainstream brands by J.D. Power. For J.D. Power 2025 U.S. Initial Quality Study award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Awards based on 2025 model year. Newer models may be shown.
Welcome to Radio Rental. The scariest stories you've ever heard in your life. All told by real people. And off we go.
This wasn't a human being that I saw. There's something here in this house. Something not of this world.
There was a woman moving through the hall. I stepped back, and I was completely alone.
Radio Rental is available now. Listen for free on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Want the lowest price on name brand tires? Town Fair Tire beats all the competition. We beat the wholesale clubs. We beat online prices. We beat all local tire dealers. Nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody.
Town Fair Tire.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. My best advice to you when hiring a lawyer for your injury case is simple. If you know court personnel, ask them who they'd hire. They know. If you know an insurance adjuster, ask them. They know. And then ask them about us. Ask them about Morgan & Morgan. They know. I look forward to talking to you soon. There's only one Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm, for the people. Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Hi, this is Caleb Durbin. You're listening to the home of the Red Sox, WEEI.
Caleb Durbin to lead it off as we go to the bottom of the 7th. He's 0 for 2, facing Englert. And he takes a fastball up and in for ball 1. Connolly Early's night is done, and it was a brilliant night. Like so many in his young, fabulous career. It feels like a night for Whitlock and Chapman, with the Red Sox leading 2-0. Englert, a little jumpy on the mound, throws, and Caleb takes another ball inside. 7th inning stretch brought to you by Jeffrey Glassman Injury Lawyers. You've been hurt in a car or work accident, you got to get Glassman. 617 and then 7 sevens. You know, Connolly, in his own way, he does have a magnetic personality. The 2-0 is a strike. He's not Payton Tolley. Nobody is. But I love these two left-handers who, they're so different and yet similar in the way that their teammates really gravitate to the way that they carry themselves. 2-1. The pitch is a strike. I mean, he's moving around, laughing in the dugout, and all the guys on the front railing are just turned around seeing what he's doing.
Well, they should. He's feeling good. 7 innings, 4 hits, no runs, just 1 walk, and he struck out 8.
Big time start for him. 2-2 the pitch. Is a ground ball on the left side. The third baseman Caminero cuts in front, spins, and throws to first in time. And Durbin is out number 1. This copyrighted broadcast presented by authority of the Red Sox may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of EEI and the Boston Red Sox. You know, I've got this new almost Fenway green jacket, and I'm becoming sort of a psycho like you. If the Red Sox win again tonight, it's just going to be a thing. You eat the same food the morning after a win, which I appreciate. Here's Jarren Duran, who's 0 for 3 tonight to pitch. Down and in.
Well, in Boston, it's generally Dunkin', right? It's close to the hotel and easy.
Well, I mean,
and
Colin
like
Birch needs to give us the City Connect stuff, don't you think? How about a hoodie?
Something.
1-0. Swung on and missed. Curveball. And it's 1-1. The Fenway green gear is awesome.
It's the best in the game.
Like, you look down into the dugout, the sweatshirts are great. Chad Tracy earlier today had like the little quarter zip on. The 1-1 is fouled. You know, that sort of like half-weighted light mesh jacket. That's the best one.
BP top. Yeah.
Look at Wilson Contreras. He wants them to open the door so he can give him a foul ball. And he did.
Well, we're going to have to close it.
I don't think it's latched, to be honest.
I love that guy, man. I love Wilson.
Me too. 2-0 Red Sox lead in the bottom of the 7th. Duran takes a pitch outside.
I'm still waiting on your first Wilson.
Wilson. If he does it in this inning, you'll get it. I think it fits, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
Plus, we're month long, we're going to honor John Sterling. We're going to get crazy with the home run calls. 2-2 is lined on a hop toward third, and Caminero gloves, throws to first, not in time. He thought he caught it on a fly. I sort of did, too.
I did, too.
He wants him to challenge immediately. And Kevin Cash is going, wait a minute. It just hit him in the glove.
I mean, it's right in front of you. I mean, it picked it off the top of the ground.
I think he's... Kevin, the only thing he could be doing right here is wait. You don't have to. I shouldn't have to challenge this.
Oh, it did hit the ground. It sure did. He got it right, and he should have. It was right in front of him. Caminero's arguing now with his bench that no, they're like, no, it hit the ground. He's like, no, it didn't. Like, buddy, we're watching the replay. It hit the ground.
By the way, he's got serious flow. His right earring, diamond bedazzled, is like an interlock cursive JC, and on the left ear, it's 1-3. Why not? If I could hit like that, I would do it myself.
I still think like the Barry Bonds, like one earring with, you know, he had a cross, I think.
All right, here's Wilson. 1 on, 1 out. Pitch is swung on and missed. He wanted me to get into that ridiculous home run call over the top of a cutter, and it's 0-1. Subaru of New England scoreboard. Let love bloom into 26. Subaru. Get yours at Subaru NewEngland.com. Garrett Whitlock is indeed warming.
We talk about the starters in there when they go 6 innings, how much better this Red Sox team is. But you go 7 and you just hand the ball to Garrett Whitlock. Hello.
Pretty good program. 0-1. Duran leading. And he didn't have much of a lead. They throw over him. I think, Duran is 7 for 7 in stolen base attempts. It's a good spot for him to go. Chad Tracy told us, I've been assertive with our guys. We need to run more. 0-1 to Contreras. And Englert, a little spooked, he steps off.
Well, now you definitely want to run. That's his second disengagement.
Right. An invitation to go. 0-1 to Wilson. Jarren leading. He goes and stops, and then Contreras takes a pitch inside, and it is 1-1. Kind of a catch-22, I do believe, in this spot. You love Duran running, but you got Contreras and Abreu right now, 1-1. Pitch. Little looper to shallow left field. That baby's going to get down for a hit. No, it's not. Walls back and runs it down over the shoulder grab. Wow, what defense. And they're 2 away.
Yeah, I thought that had hit written all over it. He got such a good jump, almost playing that like a center fielder going back towards the wall. Caught it right over his shoulder. Got to it actually a lot easier than I thought he would.
That, to me, off the bat, looked like one, as you now know, that was automatically on the turf. Here now is Abreu. What a night again for him. 2 walks, 1 intentional, and a solo blast. Duran runs, pitches outside, and thrown into the outfield. Jaron is at second. He's going to scamper over to third. A totally rushed throw there by Fortes. Jaron, an incredible jump, kind of a half pitch out, and he's in there with his 8th steal.
Well, if you're into metrics, caught stealing above average, Fortes in the 7th percentile.
Yeah.
Not good. Not a strong arm, not accurate. His pop time slow, so you were just waiting for Jaron to go.
And he did.
It's his, 7th bag or 8th?
Numero ocho. Here's Abreu. Want to know the count? Look out below right here. Pitch is swung on and missed. A mighty rip at a changeup, and it's 1-1. You know, it's funny, this new coaching staff here with the Red Sox, Duran has made some tweaks. He always tinkers with his batting stance, where his hands are held, the way that his feet look. He's done some stuff on the bases, too. The 1-1 is outside. The one thing I really like, Will, is that he no longer leads from first with his hands on his knees. He's just more athletic, bouncier over there leading off of first. 2 balls and a strike. Pitch is fouled straight back. He and Cedon also have got some new cleats tonight. Jared's got like the Wally Green spikes going on.
Yeah, like highlighter almost. Glow in the dark.
To me, though, it looks like Duran, when he leads now with those hands off the knees, he's just more poised to go. 2-2 to Abreu. 2-0 Red Sox, and Englert rattled. He steps off again. Stay tuned after the game for the Nissan post-game show. 2-2 to Abreu. Englert throws. Willier skies one high and deep into left field. It is way back there, but right in front of the wall. Chandler Simpson in front of the National League scoreboard is there to make the play, and the inning is over. At Nissan, they make cars that thrill. Experience the thrill for yourself today. Shop NissanUSA.com. 2-0 Red Sox. Whitlock to the mound for the top of the 8th after this in the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Every Nissan Frontier is battle-tested. Its frame is twisted. Its door slammed 13,920 times. And its bed drop-tested over and over. We do all that to the V6-powered Frontier, so you never have to hold back. Nissan, ranked #1 in new vehicle quality among mainstream brands by J.D. Power. For J.D. Power 2025 U.S. Initial Quality Study Award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Awards based on 2025 model year. Newer models may be shown.
You've built a great podcast. The content's solid, the audience is growing, but the money, still not where it should be. That's where the Odyssey Creator Lab comes in. We host your podcast for free, so you can keep doing your thing, while our experienced sales team does their thing, finding advertisers and bringing in revenue. No fees, no stress, just real monetization. Apply now at creators.odyssey.com and let us show you the money.
I keep seeing celebrities posts, me in the 90s versus now. Well, the person staring at me in the mirror is definitely not the same person that could pull off bootcut jeans. Time creeps up on us so slowly. You don't see it until suddenly you do. Same thing goes for your bills. $1 here, an uptick there. It's a slow burn until one day you realize the price you're paying now is way higher than when you signed up. But at T-Mobile, customers had the lowest wireless bills versus Verizon and AT&T over the past 5 years. And with T-Mobile on their experience plans, you get a 5-year price guarantee, so you know exactly what your plan price will be for the next 5 years. So at least that's one thing that won't change over time. I can't guarantee you'll still look good with frosted tips, but T-Mobile can give you a clear guarantee on your wireless plan.
Lower bills based on Harris X billing snapshots from Q3 21 to Q4 25 compared to average AT&T and Verizon bills. Comparison excludes discounts, credits, and optional charges. Price guarantee on talk, text, and data. Exclusions like taxes and fees apply. See T-Mobile.com.
You're listening to live play-by-play action of the Boston Red Sox on the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Garrett Whitlock is on the mound. Taylor Walls is at the plate. Top 8, first pitch, strike on the inside corner.
I like that 95 from Whitlock. I feel like the fastball hasn't been quite as dominant. Not as many 96 and 97s, a lot of 94s in his last outing.
1. Swing and a miss, 96.
That's better.
We don't want to obsess on velocity, but it is very real with him. That it
Sure.
is a big difference, and the fastball plays much differently for him.
He doesn't have to rely on his off speed as much when he has that fastball.
0-2. Pitch fouled off on the third base side.
For all the moms in your life, Shaw's Star Market have you covered. Mother's Day flowers, chocolate dipped strawberries, cupcakes, greeting cards, gift options are endless at Shaw's Star Market.
Here's a swing and a foul at a sinker. And it remains 0-2. Solo bombs from Abreu and Cedon, and a great start from Connolly. Here's a swing and a miss and a great changeup. That is vintage Whitlock, and there's one away.
I just love that at bat because it was just 4 fastballs in a row. Like, I'm coming right after you. It's a 2-0 game. See how far you can hit it if you can. Just kidding. Pulls the string. Bottom falls out of that for strike 3.
Well, and I just will never forget it. What he did in his rookie year as a Rule 5 guy into that 21 DS with these Rays as Yandy Diaz swings and fouls the first pitch off on the third base side. He was as dominant as you could possibly be. And in that divisional series, I mean, he came on in the deciding game the night after Christian Vasquez hits the 13th inning walk-off home run, and there's trouble. It's Wander Franco, it's this guy, Yandy Diaz, and he just absolutely annihilated all of them. 0-1 is swung on and missed, and it is 0-2.
I mean, everybody knows about his fastball now, but it's truly a unicorn fastball because it's a 2-seamer, but it has 4-seam characteristics. And what that means is, like, it still has that rising effect. And hitters see 2-seamer and expect it to come down, and it just doesn't.
0-2 to Yandy, the pitch. Swing and a miss. Fastball, hello, 96, and they're 2 away.
And that's the one, right? Out of the hand, you pick up the rotation, your eyes and your brain tell you this is going to move a certain way, and it just doesn't. It takes off up above the bat, above the zone, just like that.
I mean, Ryan Brazier had given up 2 runs that night in the 7th inning, and Whitlock came on and just absolutely annihilated the Rays hitters. 2 down. Here is Valade. Ryan Valade swings and fillets one back to the screen. It's 0-1. I'll never forget that week here at Fenway. Such a surprising run. And they had a real good chance to beat the Astros the next week. Here's the 0-1. Popped up toward the mound. And Narvaez robs us of our 3rd pitcher putout of the night. Garrett's going, wait a minute, I can make that play. Who cares? Carlos did. He says, he pantomimes with his glove, hey man, I can just catch it right in my belt buckle. Either way, that's vintage Whitlock. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning, 2-0 Red Sox on the Shaw's and Star Market, WEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Every Nissan Frontier is battle-tested. Its frame is twisted. Its door slammed 13,920 times. And its bed drop-tested over and over. We do all that to the V6-powered Frontier, so you never have to hold back. Nissan, ranked #1 in new vehicle quality among mainstream brands by J.D. Power. For J.D. Power 2025 U.S. Initial Quality Study award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Awards based on 2025 model year. Newer models may be shown.
Hey everyone, I'm Josh Radner, and I am so excited to tell you about How We Made Your Mother, a rewatch podcast looking back at How I Met Your Mother. And I'm here with Craig Thomas, who co-created the show along with Carter Bays. Hi, Craig.
Hey, Josh. Somehow it has been 20 years since the show premiered. I'm going to check the math on that. 10 years since it went off the air, and we thought that made this a perfect time to look back, see what the hell we did, and why the show still seems to resonate with fans around the world today.
Follow and listen to How We Made Your Mother wherever you get your podcasts.
Carpal tunnel syndrome, heart failure that doesn't improve with common medicines.
These are some signs and symptoms associated with ATTR-CM, or the cardiomyopathy of ATTR amyloidosis, a serious heart condition with symptoms that get worse over time. Amvuttra, vutrisiran, is a prescription medicine given by a healthcare provider that treats ATTR-CM in adults to reduce heart-related death, hospital stays, and urgent visits. In a clinical study, Amvuttra was proven to help people live longer and have fewer heart-related hospital stays and urgent visits over 3 years compared to placebo. Amvuttra lowers the amount of vitamin A in your blood, which can affect vision. Other side effects include pain in the arms or legs, pain in the joints, and shortness of breath. These are not all the possible side effects of Amvuttra. For prescribing information, call 1-833-256-2748 or learn more at amvuttra.com. Ask your doctor about Amvuttra for ATTR-CM.
We're right back to the Sox on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Masataka Yoshida leads off as we go to the bottom of the 8th. Things tonight do feel so good, so good. He's facing Mason Englert. Pitch outside, and it's 1-0.
What's odd, the Sox have 3 hits. They haven't done anything offensively. 2 homers and an infield hit.
Solo homers are fun.
Sure, they are tonight.
Especially when Pedro's with you. As Masa hits a ground ball on the right side, the first baseman, Aranda, is there. He steps on the bag, and there's 1 away. How fun was it to be with Pedro Martinez tonight? What a stud.
Anytime you can sit next to a legend and just talk ball, sign me up. I'll never get tired of that.
That's how I feel every night I sit next to you, Will.
You are not a good liar.
That's not a lie. Here's Trevor Story, who could really use a knock right here. He's 0 for 3. Englert throws. Trevor fouls it off. First base side. Stay tuned after the game for the Nissan post-game show. Nissan, they make cars that thrill. Experience the thrill for yourself today. NissanUSA.com. At the very least, you're a legend in your own mind. 0-1 to Story.
What?
Pitch. Swung on a miss. You know that I mean this. You played for this franchise. You had so many big moments. It's fun to experience these like historic moments when all these greats come back to live them through you as somebody who lived it as a player.
I was lucky to play with some really, really cool guys, like big-time players.
0-2 to Story. The pitch is high. I mean, I don't think it's an exaggeration, though, to say that it have your body not failed you. You would have been one of those dudes out on the field nights like tonight.
I mean, I don't know about those guys. Those are all Hall of Famers.
Ortiz is Ortiz. The 1-2 is a little bit low.
But, I would have had a lot better career than I had, but that's the best ability is availability, right? When you're in this league and you're either healthy or you're not.
2-0 Red Sox, bottom 8. 2-2. Trevor, strike 3 called. Again, just looks so in between. He's gone. And he hears it a little bit from these fans. 3rd strikeout. Will, the rain is coming tomorrow. Who knows if we'll play? If not, feels like maybe a day for Trevor to have a moment to try to reset.
Yeah, I think so. I don't think there'd be much wrong with that. Maybe get Monasterio in there.
All right, here's Cedon, who's homered today. The pitch is a swing that wanted to make it 2 homers tonight. It was a changeup, and it's 0-1. Did you ever feel that as a hitter, where you just said, you know what, I really don't want to be in the lineup tomorrow?
Only if, like, Scherzer was throwing. I hated facing that guy, man. And I was always in there against him,
Just looking at 2 eyes that are different colors.
It's like he could read my mind.
0-1 is a line drive into right field. That's a base hit on 2 hops. Cedon is over at first base with 2 down. Max Scherzer, he's on the back 9 of his career, but truly a Hall of Famer. And at his peak, he was as good as anybody doing it.
I felt like he had like a remote control in his glove. And if I wasn't swinging, it was a fastball. And if I swung, it turned into a slider. That I swear to God, I had 1 hit off him. And it was a go-ahead bottom of the 8th here at Fenway. It was actually a big hit against them, but that was the only one I ever got.
Kind of a half pitch out there. They think Cedon's going to run. Marcelo takes the ball up and away, ball one.
I would absolutely go. Englert slow to the plate, and Fortes not much behind his throws.
Just legendary stories about Max Scherzer, his preparation before games, storming around the clubhouse. Cedon does run. The 1-0 is lined down the right field line, foul. That would have scored a run. I mean, the Red Sox just lost a run by, 14 inches, and it's 1-1. You know, Scherzer in the postseason for a long time did not do well. And yet, in the regular year, very few. It was almost like a Koufaxian run. All those Cy Young awards, tremendous, dominant stuff. But apparently he had like the same roast beef sandwich every day. You couldn't talk to him on start days. Just a total menace. 1-1 to Marcelo. Cedon leading at first. He goes again. The pitch is grounded, foul outside of first. Cedon had that bag stolen twice, but I love Marcelo's swing in there. He had something to hit, and it's 1-2.
He thought he did. Curveball looked like it was hanging, ended up down and in. It's a good pitch to run on.
Two 2-0 Red Sox in the bottom of the 8th. 2 down with Cedon at first, and Marcelo swings and misses. He is struck out, and he's not going to run down to first base. He's tagged out, and the inning is over. We go to the top of the 9th, a sight we've not seen enough. Aroldis Chapman coming on for the top of the 9th. 2-0 Sox. After this, in the Shaw's and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Every Nissan Frontier is battle-tested. Its frame is twisted. Its door slammed 13,920 times. And its bed drop-tested over and over. We do all that to the V6-powered Frontier, so you never have to hold back. Nissan, ranked #1 in new vehicle quality among mainstream brands by J.D. Power. For J.D. Power 2025 U.S. Initial Quality Study Award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Awards based on 2025 model year. Newer models may be shown.
Early birds always rise to the occasion for summer vacation planning because early gets you closer to the action. So don't be late. Book your next vacation early on Vrbo and save over $120. Rise and shine. Average savings $141. Select homes only.
Hey everyone, I'm Josh Radner, and I am so excited to tell you about How We Made Your Mother, a rewatch podcast looking back at How I Met Your Mother. And I'm here with Craig Thomas, who co-created the show along with Carter Bays. Hi, Craig.
Hey, Josh. Somehow it has been 20 years since the show premiered. I'm going to check the math on that. 10 years since it went off the air, and we thought that made this a perfect time to look back, see what the hell we did, and why the show still seems to resonate with fans around the world today.
Follow and listen to How We Made Your Mother wherever you get your podcasts.
Want to listen to WEEI on the go? Just download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
The Cuban Missile is on the mound for the Red Sox as we go to the top of the 9th inning. Aroldis Chapman, Sox 2, Rays nothing. The game attendance brought to you by Crispy Crunchy Chicken, official fried chicken of the Boston Red Sox, and available right here at Fenway. Doug Lane read some numbers into my ear. I don't quite remember the exact attendance, but it feels like a big sellout number, 35,042 fans here at the Fens. Here's Junior Caminero and a couple Cuban defectors matching up. A fastball misses high for ball 1.
Well, Connolly early was absolute nails today.
He was. I beg your pardon, Caminero. Dominicano, 1-0 pitch. Is a strike on the outside corner.
So listen to this. Red Sox pitchers under the age of 25 to allow zero earned runs in 7+ innings pitched in a game. From 2018 to 2025, there were 0. This week, there was 2.
Isn't that amazing? 1-1 pitch is fouled back. You know Caminero's a little keyed up for this matchup against one of the great closers ever to do it. It's 1-2.
Of course. And Aroldis is going to go right after him with a 2-run lead.
Stare in.
Oh, yeah. Believe it.
Although after that swing, isn't this a pretty good spot for the splitter?
He just threw it there.
1-2.
So we'll see. He might double up.
Carlos sets in the pitch. Fastball, 98. And it remains 1-2. He just exudes confidence, Chapman, on the mound.
I mean, he's 6'6" and throws 107. Of course he does.
1-2 to Caminero, who's 0 for 3 tonight. The pitch is low. Slider. 2-2. Why are you standing with a backpack on right now?
Because as soon as the last out's made, I have to sprint to the furthest point in this stadium to go do the post-game show so I don't get yelled at.
2-2 the pitch is a hard ground ball on the left side. Diving stop by Durbin. He comes to his feet. Throws to first. In time. One away.
Baby. He has been absolute nails at third base this year. Say what you want about him in the batter's box and it not going well there. He has been such an improvement to this team defensively. Great play there. Ball smoked down the line, lays out, gets up, makes a nice one-hop throw to Contreras.
Well, in a two-run game, that's a huge play. Stay tuned after the game for the Nissan post-game show. Nissan, they make cars that thrill. Experience the thrill for yourself today. Shop NissanUSA.com. Here's Jonathan Aranda, left-handed hitter. Pitch is dropped, but a strike all the way. I do not know what happened right there. I mean, that's a fastball right in the heart of the plate, and it's 0-1. Solo bombs from Cedon and Willier. 0-1. Here's the pitch. That is called a ball. Very close. I would have thought about a challenge there.
Just in? What do you got?
I thought it was a strike, actually. 1-1. Chapman throws. That's definitely a strike. No challenge needed. A slider, and it's 1-2. Two runs, 4 hits, no errors for the Sox. No runs, 4 hits, and 2 errors for the Rays. Checking the game score brought to you by Veg ER. 1-2. Pitch. Little bit high. You know, Will, this whole season, not every game needs to be a referendum on every player. But this week, it has felt like both Cedon and Willier have really started to carry the load. 2-2 the pitch. It fouled off on the third base side. I mean, Willier is Willier. Don't you think Cedon is coming into his own?
Sure. I mean, he just the more reps, the more games played, the more at bats taken. It's just steps forward, and he's just building this career brick by brick.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Pitch is swung on and missed. 99 miles an hour, and they're 2 away.
38 years old. Still got it. Still got it. The pitch before that was a sinker away. Tried to bring it back to the edge at 96. He reared back with old number 1, the 4-seamer right there, right down the middle. Just challenged Aranda.
Last hope for the Rays, Johnny DeLuca. Right-handed hitter. 2 down, the pitch. Dropped again. Fastball inside. And it's 1-0. Connolly early was brilliant tonight, as he so often has been for the Red Sox. Chapman is ready. The 1-0 pitch. Strike on the outside corner. Fastball. He took something off. It's 96, and it's 1-1.
That should get me over. Get me over 96 mile an hour heater.
1-1. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Fastball on the inside corner, and the Red Sox are a strike away.
Now, DeLuca's extremely late on that. Throw the fastball again. I want to see the 1-0-0 up there on this one.
1-2. The pitch is fouled outside the first base line. That was such an awkward swing.
Check swing.
98 miles an hour. Chapman's got the full lather going. Looks like his 3rd workout of the day. 1-2. Aroldis is ready. He sets. He throws. And a swing and a foul straight back. And that was 99.
Well, Mr. DeLuca just bought himself a split finger.
You would think so, right?
He timed that one up.
1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 down, top 9. Chapman throws, and a swing and a miss. He got him on a splitter, and the ball game is over. The Red Sox with solo homers from Abreu and Rafaela. A great start from Connolly early, and a shutdown save from Aroldis Chapman. They level this series at a game apiece. 2-0 the final score. Nissan postgame show next on the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI, Red Sox Radio Network.
Every Nissan Frontier is battle-tested. Its frame is twisted. Its door slammed 13,920 times. And its bed drop-tested over and over. We do all that to the V6-powered Frontier, so you never have to hold back. Nissan, ranked #1 in new vehicle quality among mainstream brands by J.D. Power. For J.D. Power 2025 U.S. Initial Quality Study award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Awards based on 2025 model year. Newer models may be shown.
Hi, this is Jill Schlesinger, CBS News business analyst, certified financial planner, and the host of the Jill on Money podcast. Beginning, middle, or end of the year, it's always a great time to take control of your financial life. And the Jill on Money podcast is here to help. Your questions make it possible for me to provide unconventional and entertaining insights on your money, and more importantly, Jill on Money wherever you get your podcasts.
Hey, it's Joe. For all the moms in your life, Shaw's and Star Market have you covered. Beautiful Mother's Day flowers, check. Chocolate dipped strawberries or candy, check. Balloons, greeting cards, gift options are endless. How about a mixed flower vase in a gift bag? Hand-tied floral bouquet, roses, an orchid, and don't forget, cake or a cupcake. One-stop shop for Mother's Day. Stop by Shaw's and Star Market this weekend, the official supermarket of the Red Sox Radio Network.
Design a one-of-a-kind locket for Mom for Mother's Day.
This Mother's Day, give Mom a custom locket she'll cherish forever.
From Springer's Mother's Day Locket Bar, all day this Friday and Saturday at Springer's Jewelers in Portland and Portsmouth.
More Boston sports opinion, more often. Just download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI. This is the Nissan postgame show. Nissan makes cars that thrill. Experience the thrill for yourself today. Shop NissanUSA.com.
This 4-game series at a game apiece with the Tampa Bay Rays. You're listening to the Nissan postgame show. Nissan, they make cars that thrill. Experience the thrill for yourself today. Shop NissanUSA.com. The Red Sox did just enough tonight. Great start from Connolly early. Solo home runs from Willier and Cedon. And they lock it down, 2-0 the final. Arbella Insurance Foundation is dedicated to striking out cancer by supporting the Jimmy Fund. Tonight, the Red Sox, led by Connolly early, they struck out 12 men, which means another $600 donated to the Jimmy Fund. Every strikeout from a Red Sox pitcher this year means $50 to the Jimmy Fund. Arbella is here for the Jimmy Fund and here for good. Red Sox batters, they got the couple solo home runs. They did not in this game have a double, but every time they do, a double means $50 to the American Diabetes Association, brought to you in part by the Mass Health Connector. If you need health insurance, go to mahealthconnector.org and find the right plan for you and your family. We'll step aside. We'll check in inside the Red Sox clubhouse after this 2-0 Sox win on the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI, Red Sox Radio Network.
I'm Jenna Fisher. And I'm Angela Kinsey. And together we have the podcast Office Ladies. Just because we finished rewatching The Office does not mean we're going anywhere. Every Wednesday, we'll be sharing even more exclusive stories from The Office and our friendship with brand new guests. Plus, you can revisit all the Office Ladies rewatch episodes every Monday with new bonus tidbits before every episode.
So follow and listen to Office Ladies on the free Odyssey app and wherever you get your podcasts.
Boston's got more ways to hit it out of the park this summer with daily flights from Boston to Amsterdam, Barcelona, Dublin, Edinburgh, London, Madrid, Milan, and Paris. Plus, only JetBlue gives you free high-speed Wi-Fi and large seatback touchscreen TVs with tons of entertainment and farm fresh meals, all included for a low fare. Plus, beer, wine, and liquor included for 21 plus. Ready for a real game changer? Book your own suite in Mint, JetBlue's award-winning take on premium travel. If Europe is in your playbook, JetBlue has more destinations for Red Sox Nation. Let's go. Book now at JetBlue.com.
It's breakfast time at the McGee Manor, folks. Jenny goes in for the oat milk.
Dad.
Ooh, a rare spill from McGee.
Jimmy, he's doing it again.
Jimmy steps up to the plate. Will it be a clean sweep?
It's baseball season, isn't it? Perfect.
He goes for a hash brown, and that tater is gone.
Along with my appetite.
New season, same spirit. On and off the field. Mass Mutual, official partner of the Red Sox. Learn more at massmutual.com/Red Sox.
CBS knows where you get your medicine matters. It matters every day and every night. It matters that we're not just in your community, but we're part of it, making sure everyone feels welcomed and rewarded. It matters that we're here for what the doctor prescribed, and also just what the doctor ordered. Welcome to CVS, the official pharmacy of the Boston Red Sox.
Every Nissan Frontier is battle-tested. Its frame is twisted. Its door slammed 13,920 times. And its bed drop-tested over and over. We do all that to the V6-powered Frontier, so you never have to hold back. Nissan, ranked #1 in new vehicle quality among mainstream brands by J.D. Power. For J.D. Power 2025 U.S. Initial Quality Study Award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Awards based on 2025 model year. Newer models may be shown.
The podcast Campus Files is back with more stories of scandal, crime, and intrigue on college campuses.
It is not hard to destroy a college.
It's almost like a university under siege.
Listen to and follow Campus Files, available now wherever you get your podcasts.
Hi, I'm Jonathan Ratliff, Engineering Director at Nissan. We know some things are important to hear from an expert, not a voice actor. For instance, the Nissan Frontier is not only powerful and fun to drive, but it's durable too. We added the V6 engine, so when you need that power in the off-road, it's there. I know, we've tested it a lot. Now get out there and find your Frontier.
Nissan, #1 in new vehicle quality among mainstream brands by J.D. Power. Now get 0% APR financing for 60 months on select 2026 Frontier trims. For J.D. Power 2025 U.S. IQS award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Awards based on 2025 model year. Example, 0 down payment, 0% APR for 60 months financing at $1,667 per month per thousand finance. 1.9% APR for 60 months at $1,748 per month per thousand finance. Actual down payment may vary. Subject to NMAC credit approval. Not all buyers qualify. Dealer contribution may affect actual price set by dealer. Contact dealer for details. N6/30/20. The Nissan Rogue. Pack it. Push it. Rev it. Rip it. Test it. Trust it. Drive it. It can take it. The 2026 Nissan Rogue. Built for all the noisy, crazy, happy chaos you can throw at it. Nissan, #1 in new vehicle quality. For J.D. Power 2025 U.S. Initial Quality Study Award information, visit jdpower.com/awards.
If you're in the market for Michelin tires, get to Town Fair Tire and get them at the guaranteed lowest price. With Michelin's innovative technologies designed for durability and performance, you can trust you're getting high-quality tires over all the toughest of road conditions. Plus, at Town Fair, you get free services for life. So, if you're looking for the best deal on Michelin tires, get to Town Fair. Nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody.
Name brands at discount prices. Town Fair Tire.
Having health insurance is a must-have, and the Massachusetts Health Connector has a power-packed lineup in Connect-to-Care plans that delivers. At the top of the order, lower premiums make monthly costs affordable. The middle of the lineup is packed with low copays and no deductibles, so you can save money on everything. From an urgent ER trip to managing chronic disease like diabetes and hypertension through no-cost prescriptions. Round out the order access to Connect-to-Care plans now at mahealthconnector.org, and you have a winning team with you and the Massachusetts Health Connector.
You're listening to the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Back at Fenway, the Red Sox win 2-0, and not possible without the guy who joins us now in the clubhouse, Connolly Early, who has just been sort of a model of composure on the mound in his young career. No more the case than tonight, Connolly. Fabulous job. Let's get to that spot. Bases loaded. You get the strikeout, the double play ball against their big hitters. How did you find a way, like you always do, to get through that big jam?
Just grinding out there. The punch out was huge. I executed a lot of really good pitches that AB. Found myself in that position on some hits that weren't the best hits, but you gotta live with it. It's part of baseball. And then obviously letting the defense play behind me, having Derby turn that double play was huge. And I think from then on, we just had the momentum going the rest of the game.
In that big spot, we had Pedro Martinez on with us, and he was talking about how his mindset was always, I don't care about the guy on deck. It's personal. Me and this dude who's in the batter's box right now. And Connolly, you do have that in you. We watch you pitch. It's so fun, just this mano-a-mano thing. Can you take us into your mindset when it's a big spot like that in a close game, how you sort of attack these hitters?
Yeah, just trying to slow the breath and then get after them every pitch. You can't worry about the next guy up the bat. You can't worry about the next pitch. You just got to execute one pitch. So just one pitch at a time mentality, and probably some bad words that I'm saying to myself at the opposing hitter. But it's part of it and kind of the mentality you want.
Great defense played behind you. You talked about that Durbin double play, which was such an enormous play by him. The defense has been phenomenal this season. What kind of confidence does that give you, Connolly, when you're trying to miss bats, but if you get contact, plays are going to be made behind you?
Yeah, it's the best feeling in the world when you got a defense like that behind you. It just frees you up on the mound. And, you're just going out there and making pitches and letting the defense do their thing behind you. Obviously, the infield today was crazy, but you look at the outfield as well. Over the past couple of series, they've made some crazy plays, so that's always nice to see, and fires up the dugout and pitcher as well.
Connolly, you've got this incredible composure on the mound, but it's still really young in your big league career. It's early. I hate to use that word, no pun intended. But is it a pinch yourself moment, like on these Friday nights at Fenway when it's packed and you're playing a division rival, about the journey you've taken to stand on that mound?
100%. It's great to go out there every single time, but this is my first time in the Fenway green, so yeah. Pretty special one for me. And my mom always says that I look good in green because of my green eyes. So I was excited to go out there, and she was excited to see me out in the green jerseys today.
It's beautiful. There's a Coldplay song about that. Last thing, Junior Caminero is an absolute animal. And, we talked about that sequence that was kind of the decider in this game. What's your sort of mindset against these guys who if you make even a small mistake, they can leave the building? What are you thinking about in those spots?
First off, he's phenomenal. You see him swing the bat and he does damage. And he's aggressive, man. He's a tough battle every single time. And I thought I executed a lot of pitches against him, and he's still smacking the ball around. Luckily, if it finds the defense, and my defense is great, so ended up working out. But against a guy like that, man, you're just trying to execute pitches and see what happens. Hopefully let the defense do the thing behind you.
Pedro Martinez said that you were a total dog and a true pitcher. So we as Red Sox fans appreciate that, and we agree. And I hope you know how fun it is to watch you pitch. Thanks so much, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, that's Connolly Early, who was the story of this game. The Red Sox get a couple homers from Abreu and from Cedon, but that guy, that young man, Connolly Early, who moves to 3-2 with the win, he and Payton Tolley, in a lot of ways, are becoming the stories of this season. The Red Sox offense is trying to find ways to get it done, and they got just enough done tonight. But with pitching like that with Connolly, sort of in short view. By the way, for every four-bagger the Red Sox hit, like Willier and Cedon did tonight, the Red Sox Radio Network donates $40 to Cars for Kids. We're making our donation. You should, too. 877 Cars for Kids, or go to carsforkids.com to donate your car today. And, of course, that is Cars with a K. On the Subaru of New England scoreboard, let love bloom in a 2026 Subaru. Find yours at SubaruofNewEngland.com. It's got a chance, really, not that it matters too much this early in the season, but for the Red Sox to really make up some ground on everybody in the division. Obviously, they pick up a game on the Rays with a win, and the Yankees are having a really tough time in Milwaukee. The Brewers lead 6-0.